Welcome back, plotters, to the Lucky Die in Kino. Previously, Greff does manual labour, Ivoris shouts into his book, Kith makes a change, and Tawree convinces a stranger. Reeling from the aftermath of Lathander's death, the team infiltrate the UNT camp below to discover that halflings are amongst their number, and that the blissful eclipse has indeed replaced Endar as the deity of choice. Having been briefly split up, Greff enrolls 2 new allies whom are willing to help them take down the guards at the Forge of the World. Is their plan to remove the armoured paladin threat going to work? Is Druid going to be an easy sacrifice for Ivoris to give? And why are Tawree's kits involved in a world-changing plot? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die in Kino.
When are you planning your assault?
What time is it right now?
Wasn't it night?
It was kind of, night on day 62-ish. By the time you'd actually gotten to Greff and rescued him and the other 2 prisoners that were there, you're probably a bit closer to, like, dawn.
So we had 16 hours before the one Yanti comes back.
But he would also have to stop and rest, so you have time. I'm just going to tell you, you would know you have time. Like, you made him run for 8 hours in one direction. So, yeah.
You can cover a pretty good distance.
To return or not. Yeah, exactly. And you told him to run. Having to do that again for another 8 hours, probably going to be exhausted. So you do have a good amount of time.
See, as long as we've started bullshit, I have a feeling that UNT is going to come running back to town, hear fighting, and go like, I'm not going to tell anybody what happened to me. I'm not going to be the center of this bullshit.
I love the idea that he runs back, sees that the entire place is in chaos, and like, I'm going to go down the road. Just walk on by.
I keeps nothing. Running past the crater.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
So yeah, it would be kind of like dawn-ish by the time that you leave the Tabaxi here to set off the trap that you have given them. The drow is traveling with you. The person in your ring said they know a kind of safer-ish way to get to where you believe that Druid is. Yeah, and to be fair, none of you have slept yet. There is no real rest that has happened other than short rests. Apart from Greff, you haven't had any because nope. So it's possibility to wait until later on. You could, of course, just attack now while the iron is hot. This is entirely in your force hands.
To get to my secret rock formation path, do we have to go out to where the Yanti are again and kind of get through that again?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think we were going to alert the gnome, tell him that there was something up, and we were going to basically send him on his way to the Tabaxi. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yep.
Basically, we were going to tell the gnome that somebody's either gone unconscious or causing a little bit of bullshit, and the Tabaxi is going to drop the mountain on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think our best odds are to, when the mountain falls, to attack the big bad guy, because I think the UNT are going to be split at that moment. There are a huge amount of them that are going to run towards the explosion, and there's going to be a bunch of them that are going to go for the UNT.
You just want to do it now?
No, Greff needs rest. Greff needs to get to lie down.
Well, you have probably an hour at least.
No, I want 8 of those hours.
Oh, well.
8 of those 1 hours.
I've been mining all night. You cannot do this to me. You cannot do this to me.
We have to just get to the other rock formation, which I don't know how we're going to do without putting you all back in handcuffs.
Well, I could always turn someone invisible, make it so that they don't have to be, mining or whatever the hell it is.
You know that we're allowed to sleep and rest a bit, right?
I mean, to be fair, you don't look like you really got a lot of rest. I'm sorry. It just...
No, I'm pretty shattered, and I'm glad you gave me your weapons and shite, but we actually are allowed to rest a bit. It's possible. I mean, not all of us are always in chains.
Where will we rest?
On the floor,
in the mines?
I assume.
We could rest in the mines, outside. Not a lot of us do outside, but...
I thought you were supposed to work in here until you fainted.
Hey. But we still got to get to wherever we sleep. So...
Oh, so when you didn't just faint, you were allowed to go to where where the resting place is.
You see that she kind of like looks in the direction where she was previously working, and she says, "That one worked us until we passed out, but there are others that are a little bit smarter, I guess. Let's get a little bit of rest before we start again." I mean, to be fair, Greff, if you could just look a bit less strong like you are and a little bit more tired, we might be able to get away with it.
Greff, stop looking so good.
Stop looking so strong.
I'm not saying that you look... Not like that. I don't have the... No, I know
what you mean. Greff says, like, stretches and flexes and all the right ways.
No, Greff, no, put the guns away. That's bad. No, put the guns away.
She just looks really embarrassed.
We're not here for a gun show.
All right. Greff's gonna...
What's a gun?
Greff's gonna, like, slump himself down a little bit. And just, like, grabs, like, a little bit of dirt, like, pats it on himself, and, like, does the thing that where you, like, you stretch your brow a bunch and it's, like, keeps getting dirty because you're sweating. It just, like, adds a little bit to the, like, illusion of, like, really, really hard labor.
She looks like she's been working for weeks, so yeah.
Yeah, Greff's not making any comments about how awful this person probably looks at this point.
Rude.
You have to compliment her.
For somebody who has been slave labored for probably close to years, you look amazing.
Okay.
Is this the drow? The buff drow?
Yeah.
26 days.
Yeah. She's not been there that long. It's like, oh, thanks.
Only 28 days. You look like you've been slaved out for 20 years. I mean,
I mean, you look hot. Yeah, smooth, Greff. Like, you could pass as being exhausted and having someone who, it's a possibility.
I'll go with the... shit. What's the name of the drow lady? You said it earlier.
Lithara.
The drow's maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Lithara. Okay. I'll go with Lithara. And, have a lie down. You guys figure out a solid plan and come get me. 8 hours. You could go and try to convince the big motherfucker, the fuck off dude, to meet you in private somewhere, if that's something you think you could do, or try to scout him out, figure out his timetable, figure out where he goes and when. Maybe he intentionally isolates himself for meditations or rituals. You have options, and I can't help you with them, because no matter what I do, I will always stick out here.
Yeah, you said you could make some of us invisible.
Yeah, I can, hold on, I gotta do math. 1.
Strange, in my language it's maths.
If nothing else, I can veil us in shadows and in silence.
Same. Oh my god, we're twinsies. Actually, technically, me and Ivoris are more twinsies.
Yeah,
well, not,
I was
not
going
so
to
much
say
anymore,
you look
but
more like him. than me.
not so much anymore. I had to change that. He didn't like that. 1, 2. So I could technically do 3 of us, but that would be my most powerful spell.
If the only problem is Greff and I.
That's a lot easier because then that's my second most powerful spell.
Invisibility?
Yeah, I can do invisible things.
But that requires us to be quiet and sneaky.
Ivoris backs into one of the shadowy areas of the cave, and then he goes invisible.
That does okay.
Boom.
Wait, guys, Ivoris,
What's happening?
Ivoris, hey, there's no time to be fucking around. Where'd you go?
Ivoris steps.
Oh
out
no, he's a night
because
elf.
It doesn't do if he even moves, it ends. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
never
take
mind.
an
That's garbage.
action or reaction.
That's garbage.
I can hide
You can't
shadow
fucking
meld, yo.
Yeah, it's literally shadow meld. Great.
until
all
you
right.
take an
All right,
action
so
or action.
Ivoris,
I just can't attack with that.
Ivoris, go
But I
camp
can
the flag.
be sneaky.
We're gonna go attack
Okay.
the Alliance base.
Well, if you've got somewhere for us to hide out until you're ready to start this attack, then we just got to get there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just take you to the hiding place now. Then
I can
That way-
veil all of us in shadow and silence. Well, Otrip can.
right,
All
the
right.
bunny.
Okay, something about the way you said that was good. Right, the bunny.
Yes, the one that's not actually a bunny because it didn't talk to me.
I forgot the powerhouse of this team.
I have a way with animals, but not a way with words.
All right. Sorry. Yeah,
Let's
I
do
said,
that.
Do you guys have a place where we can store away in safety?
Your ring companion indicates that he could get you to a place that is safe as far as he remembers when he was here a couple of 1,000 years ago.
We
Alright.
just have to get to the other side of the camp that we just saw, I believe, to a rock formation that we saw on the way to talk to Druid, and we will be able to get to some place away from most of these Yonti, I believe. A bit safer passage.
That would be great.
All right, so let's do this.
Okay, so
Yes.
we do the thing. You cast the magic, and your companions, the two ones that shouldn't be out and about on their own, are made invisible.
Okay, so we are doing that. All right, yes, invisible. Yep.
Yes.
All right,
please.
so can I have...
Are we doing?
Pass that out, Trace, please. Pass that out, Trace,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
If someone has passed without a trace, I would highly advise it.
Kazzy,
Yes, please.
I can't do 2 concentration spells.
What's your other
Actually,
concentration spell?
It's invisibility.
Oh, okay.
It requires concentration, yeah.
Oh, I do have pass without a trace. Okay. Yeah, I was like,
All
wait a
right.
minute.
You have the same
Where-
thing.
I have pass without a trace as well. It's part of my my circle.
Oh.
I get it automatically.
So we are skill twinsies.
Yeah, except
Oh, no.
well, sort of.
Oh, no.
Also, we're using both.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so pass without a trace means that even though Greff is invisible, he still gets a +10 on his roll, which would probably help out because I don't believe that Greff's stealth is particularly high.
Yeah,
It
and
is
pass without traces also leaves no tracks behind, and we're in a desert.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this
So
is
it
very
is
important.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Pass without a trace is cast. You all move somewhat quieter and more stealthily. Greff, stealth check, please.
Do I get an advantage for being invisible?
Yes, you do.
All right.
Advantage plus
with-
10.
Yes. The reason I'm making you roll it because there is still a chance you'll fuck it up.
Wait,
Why is it a disadvantage? Fuck off. I clicked advantage.
probably
because
because of
it
your
thinks-
armor.
It thinks I'm in my skill mail, which I of course am not because of because I've been a fucking slave.
Take the first roll, I guess?
In that case, you take the first roll. In that case, you rolled, you got a 16 in total.
Yeah, plus.
So plus 10 for Pass Without Trace is 26.
Jesus.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. There are some people who can see shit, so I'm going to give them a chance to spot you. The 5 of you begin to quietly and well, 2 of you at least try and make your way quietly and stealthily through the camp. The 3 of you that are clearly visible, moving around as if you are meant to be there because you kind of are able to be there.
Isn't Pass Without a Trace make us all invisible? Like
it doesn't make you invisible. It just makes you
quiet.
Okay.
Sneakier.
Yeah. With the addition of Pass Without Trace cast basically upon the group, you are able to slip through the guards, and some people who may have looked at you twice, they just disregard you. You make it to that cropping of rock that Ivoris was informed was a good place. Doesn't take much. Nobody's watching you. You sneak behind the rock formation. It is a tight squeeze. It is not easy. It's kind of difficult, especially for Greff, who is way bigger than the rest of you. But you do manage to get your way behind this big rock cropping. And you can see that just ahead of you, although it has fallen into a bit of disrepair, you can see that some rocks and a part of the ceiling have collapsed. This is another way into the mountain. It is another way into the side of this crevasse. Greff, this is going to be difficult for you because the opening is quite narrow. So it is going to take you some time to get through here. It's very claustrophobic because of your size in comparison to everyone else. It's probably about 10-15 minutes of crawling through this debris of this of this kind of rock formation that's around you. And every time you take a movement, every time you take a step, it feels like something is shifting, something is moving, or could collapse on top of you. But because of your various skills, you managed to make it through to a part of the kind of network of tunnels that is within the side of this crevasse, and everything opens up and seems a lot more steady and sturdy. It's very obvious to those of you who do any sort of tracking, who are used to anything at all like this. This place has not been used in a very long time, mainly because it takes 15 minutes to crawl your way in here. You are in a relatively safe space for now. The tunnel that kind of you find yourself standing in more easily is fairly wide, and it goes off and seeps down for a little way. After following that for a small amount of time and noticing that the rocks around you become a little bit more worked than they were originally. This isn't a natural part of the Earth Dark tunnels that are around in this area. And as you keep going forwards and your ring companion begins to kind of guide you to the left, to the right, which turnings to make to take you much, much closer to the forge, you begin to hear the sounds of clink, 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 just off in the distance. And this is where your ring companion tells you that you are probably a little bit above where the forge is, not directly above, but, at a high level, and that the area where they suspect that Druid would be, along with the common area that everybody else was staying in, is probably not much further onwards now. You aren't going to be spotted. You are in a place that is clearly not being used, and you do have the height advantage. I'm doing that in air quotes. You're in a tunnel. You can't see shit, but you're above where you should be. And there you go. Are you taking 8 hours of rest, or are you going to strike while the iron is hot?
It's nighttime now. So, for the person who needs to run, it's probably the best to do it soonest versus doing it in the daytime.
So kind of by the time you get here, it would kind of be dawn. The sun is coming up properly now. So you know that you have time. Sorry, I stopped in mid. You know that you have time for the guy that you managed to run off 8 hours in an opposite direction. You've got time. He won't be back until probably the sun sets again. You've got plenty of time.
Greff is basically just gathering his shit together, from various people and places, and making a giant pile. And all right, I don't think I need 8 hours, but if anybody else here does, we should definitely take that chance. Take that opportunity.
You should also make sure you eat something. You've been working all day.
Greff looks at you from up his backpack, and he definitely has something in his mouth already that he's chewing on.
Never mind.
Right.
No, like a ration hanging out from the side of his mouth. He's like, what?
Ivoris will cast the alarm spell around us.
Okay,
So
perfect.
ritual.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. You can basically protect the area that you're in from intruders. Unlikely as it would be, there is still that possibility. So yeah. The alarm spell goes down without a problem at all. 8 hours pass. Greff, yes, you can have your long rest.
Thank you.
Whatever hit points you lost, whatever hit dice you dropped, disappear.
I think the long rest is more useful to our spell casting companions than me. I would have been fine on a short rest. I started going over my numbers.
I definitely need the spell slot back, yeah. I need to prepare my spells to make sure I have the proper toolkit.
I'm not sure why I lost 2 hit points. I'm just going to recover those, right?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just click the long rest button if you're taking a long rest.
Okay.
As you kind of begin to wake up, Greff, as like you and your drow companion begin to like come to consciousness a bit more, every single one of you feel a strange sensation in your veins, as if something is suddenly stronger or something is suddenly more dexterous. You suddenly feel like you can take more than you did yesterday. For those of you who lost any stats due to the death of a god, you get to have that number back +1.
Oh.
So for those of you who lost con, those of you who lost wisdom, you get to have that back +1. Which I think is important for our druid, because I think you lost wisdom.
Yeah, I had lost 3 wisdom, so now I just get +1 wisdom.
You get 4.
So yeah, you gain 4 wisdom.
I just got crushed diamonds.
Those of you who got diamonds, they don't disappear. You keep your gems, but you gain dick all else.
I think someone took mine from me. I believe I was robbed of my diamonds.
I guess in the morning when I get up, I just casually pull them out and look at them and I'm like, colorful. Nice.
Yeah, it's like, colourful gems.
Yeah.
Whatever, walk on by.
No. My kids are going to love them.
Oh yeah, they're cute and shiny.
Yeah.
Bright and shiny.
I'm giving them a lot of crushed diamonds as toys. Like marbles, but crushed diamonds.
Quick question. Did Ivoris need to long rest?
I think Ivoris just spent some hit die. I only needed a couple of HPs.
Okay.
Because I haven't used any healing stuff yet, I don't believe. And
I guess my
spell slots.
I basically had an idea earlier, which was the idea that basically somebody would spy or watch Jurid a little bit, see if he has moments of weakness, moments of isolation. If Ivoris doesn't take a full rest, like that is not a bad use of his time, especially since he can mostly move about without problems.
Yeah, I mean, I can. I think we were going to try to attack when they were sleeping.
Okay.
That's kind of up in the air at this point. We haven't exploded anything yet, so...
No, basically the explosion will go off when you need it to. Unless, of course, you decide to jump out and surprise, it will basically go off, kind of as the sun is setting. Is there anything anyone is preparing? I know that, Kith, you are doing your spells.
Is it, within a safe distance for Ivoris to, wander off and see if I can look at the area that Jurid stays in? If they aren't
you
there?
could definitely attempt it. So, after you cast the alarm spell and you leave your companions to rest and, focus on what spells they want to prepare for the day, heading to the end of this kind of tunnel where it gets much, much more narrow, and you eventually find yourself an opening that is quite high up in the ceiling, and you're actually looking down into another kind of, tunnel way. And as you look down, you can see that there are kind of, doors that have been built. There's clearly construction that has happened down here. and you're not exactly directly over where Druid would be because that'd be way too coincidental. But you are pretty close to it. You can hear the sounds of people moving and talking, and they're talking about, mundane, everyday stuff. Like today sucked, or today's like, yeah, so pumped, so much stuff put into the forge. Like you kind of hear like varieties of that. So you're roughly in the right direction. It's not perfect, but you are pretty there.
Okay. Yeah, if I can't see the exact environment that Druid stays in, then I think I will wander back without looking anymore. Actually,
you do have your warlock, I think.
My what?
Your warlock thing.
Are you talking about my bug? Because that's what I was thinking.
The wasp.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Your wasp.
Yes.
Oh,
Or your
God.
really big ass hornet.
Yes. It's so bad. I know. I want to do that and fly it into Jurik's place. Good call. The best that I know Jurik's place to be.
Yeah,
at least.
shifting your senses to your wasp or your hornet or whatever you want to call it, your bug of doom. You make your way down into the tunnel. It's about 12-foot drop from where you are actually into the tunnel itself. And the corridor that this tunnel is, you can see that further off, let's say off to your left as you're looking at it, that off to your left, you can see that it opens up into a much, much bigger room. There are bunk beds and like all the things you expect, tables and chairs. And you can see there are probably about currently this time of like the sun setting, there's probably about somewhere between 6 and 7, maybe 8 UNT that are talking and chatting, either ready to go or about to go to bed. You can see that a little bit further up the corridor as you fly up in that direction, you see that there is a door that has been constructed. And there's like a small crack around it or a small crack underneath it. And your bug could definitely get in there. It's not entered by any UNT if you spend a little bit of time just kind of like sitting there and waiting. This you would kind of probably guess is where someone of importance would be, their chambers would be.
Ivoris is specifically looking to find any environmental contingencies in the room that could be used against them if we fought them in their room.
Okay,
because I wouldn't choose to fight Iran in Iran's workshop for reasons.
One does not want their actions. Yes. So yeah, as your bug companion, you could definitely like worm your way underneath the door and actually see into the room itself. The room is fairly large. You can see that off in the far corner there is a bed that has been constructed. You can see that there are tables and chairs. There are notes and scrolls and inkworts. There is clearly what looks like a small training set of weights nearby that this guy clearly stacks and uses because why wouldn't he? What kind of environmental things are you hoping will be here?
I mean, he's sure they're very powerful already.
Mm-hmm.
Anything kind of like potions, like an interesting looking weapon that might be anything that it might look like. Okay, that we shouldn't let them get their hands on that, if at all possible. I look for bad things I don't want them to have.
Okay. In that case, things that might be a threat to you environmentally wise, be they weapons or a cunningly disguised trap door, I need you as your bug to please make a perception check or an investigation check.
By the way, Neil, I hate you. She asks you if you want anything in that room to help you, and you instead go like, no, are there awful things that he can use that I need to stop? It's like, no, don't make things worse for her. Don't make her invent bad shit.
I want the ceiling to look slightly like maybe it could fall in at any moment. There's a support beam in the middle. No, this is not the option I was handed.
Do I just do it as Ivoris's?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. It's your eyes. You know what I mean?
My brain.
Yes.
And it was a investigation? Or perception?
Either.
Okay. Yay. I did it, V.
Oh my God, Neil.
God damn it.
You had one job.
I found it, V. I found it.
I don't feel like you did from the reaction of your companions.
You found the wall. The wall, Neil.
Well, you see what happens is he had a bug light in the room. And suddenly, that's all I can see. Weirdest thing.
As I probably from floating around this room, you don't see anything that you would evidence as, oh, hey, here's a thing that they could easily grab hold of and attack you with. I mean, other than, flipping tables, chairs, and I guess the dumbbells at you.
Damn it.
You don't spot anything obvious. You don't spot any magical runes that have been written on the ceiling or underneath rugs on the floor.
Yeah.
You spot nothing like that.
Yeah. What sucks is that if there wasn't anything before, there is now that I've done this, and I didn't even get to see it. I just walked in here, made V think, "Oh, what things can I put in here?" and then couldn't find anything.
Yeah,
all I've done.
This is the life you have now.
All I've done was tempt fate.
Yeah, all you've done is tempt fate and give yourselves a head up. That maybe not everything is as it seems, but you don't know. But you basically don't spot anything like, oh, hey, this is a big glowy magical scimitar. I probably shouldn't let them near that. You don't spot anything like that at all.
Okay. Cool.
Good. Great.
Spotting explosive runes. Sorry, what?
All
right, moving on.
Okay, yeah. As everyone wakes up, Ivoris is gonna... Do I have that? Hold on. Yes, I do. I'm gonna prestidigitize everyone. Clean, because Greff has a bunch of dirt on him. So...
Okay.
So everyone can be cleaner than before now.
No, my layer of dirt. Why'd you do that?
I'm the mom here.
I need a healthy layer of dirt on me at all times.
All three of us are bitching as you do it. Clearly.
I'm a creature of the earth.
There's no reason for you to look gross right now.
That's insulting.
I appreciate that. Thank you. One person cares. Okay. The tabaxi that is laying the trap. They're waiting to be smart about when to kick it off. They know that you're waiting for Juro to get into a place. And as you hear this kind of hush fall over the other UNT that are kind of hiding out, that are, getting themselves ready for bed or even ready for, you hear them hush down and be very quiet as you are aware that this very clearly powerful presence has entered the area into the corridor. You hear a click of the door as they open it, and then you hear you feel a huge explosion coming off in the distance a little. I would like each of you to please roll 2d20.
Ooh.
V, can I physically roll mine?
This isn't damage to you, my friend. This is not damage to you.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Do I take them collectively or do I take both values?
Nope, that's exactly what you wanted to do.
Crossing my fingers.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, okay, I am happy.
31.
Okay. Tawree got 31. Greff?
19.
So that is 50. Laffian?
20. Wait.
Sorry.
No, hold on.
Maru?
Nope, still wrong.
Kith?
Yes. 28.
28, so that makes it 78. And Ivoris?
25.
That's 103 plus 19, which is what I rolled. So that is 122.
That is well above the average.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a lot.
That's not bad. Plus 50 base damage is 172.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's how much damage we did to the mountain.
Oof, champ.
That
is
would
how
have
much-
downed Zaltana.
Yeah. Let's see if it would have downed if it would have downed the gnome.
I like how you referred to it as your gnome. Let's see if it's down by Demigorgon.
No.
That's what the gnome secretly is.
I know.
Could I have each of you roll a d6 as well? This is going to be the falling damage from the mountain on top of it. Like, fuck it.
1d6 as well?
3.
1d6, yeah.
1.
3.
6. Hey.
Thanks for bringing us close to the average.
You're welcome. Don't expect much more of me for the rest of this fight. I've used all my good rolls.
28, so it's 172 plus 28. You did around 200 damage.
Jesus.
No, that gnome better not be getting up. I swear to Christ, if it fucking Terminators its ass out of the fucking mountain, I'm gonna be so mad.
There's just a pile of rubble and then just
A hand.
And we just hear in the distance just dun.
Okay. All right. You just feel the effects of the explosion. It's enough to like make you unsteady, but not enough to like basically make you roll a dex save to stay on your feet. Nothing like that. You hear the sounds of a lot of people running towards where the explosion came from. You hear the sounds of the door that had just been like thrown open, just begin to open, and you kind of see and sense this presence of Druid like taking a few steps out in utter bewilderment. What do you want to do?
Well, we're still in the tunnel, aren't we?
Pack up our camp stuff. Since Greff
I
spread
would
out
say,
all
like,
the stuff on the floor.
You're battle ready. That's what I'm going to go with. Like you were just waiting, so you are like ready action apart from spells because that would waste your spell slot. Like you're basically ready to go. So skip some of that bullshit.
Should I look into how much backup they would have if we attacked now?
I think the real question is if Druid sends away most of his team, or if he huddles up, or if he goes himself. Like, we need to know what he's doing now.
Should I look to see if he's dead?
The gnome?
Yeah.
We have to run off the assumption he's dead. We cannot alter the plan. Like, if he's not dead, it's over for us. Either way.
I could look, though.
That's going to take too much time.
I can send Ottrup to look. Maybe.
No, I could look. It would take 1 minute if I fail.
No. No, we need to know what Druid is doing now. If he is intending to go to the mountain himself, we need to ambush him before he leaves. If he intends to hole up with a bunch of guys, we need to figure out a way to fuck him up.
So
if he's sending everybody else, yes.
Okay.
I think we right now have to react to Druid.
Is going to do now.
You're looking? As in you are looking down into the tunnel, or you're using other magical senses?
I'm using my vision, my future vision to look into the future of what Druid's going to be doing.
Right, okay. I'm going to say that you probably had that poised, like it was almost ready to go. You guys were discussing it when the explosion went off. I think that's fair. Okay, go ahead, make a future check.
Look at something.
Yeah.
I swear to Christ, if you go flying for an hour, I'm gonna lose my shit.
No, he won't.
It's a minute now.
I think it's 1 round now.
Yeah, it's like 1 minute, so 60 seconds, I think at most.
Yep.
24.
Nice.
God fucking damn.
19 on the die.
You can feel it like maybe 12 seconds ahead. You know that you're trying to focus very hard and you've managed to nail that down. This is maybe 12 seconds into the future. You hear and you see Druid reaching for a weapon after having basically caught the tail end of like, go check it out. I am coming. Let them know. You kind of get that very tail end of that and you see them like kind of reaching under the bed for what looks like a really badass looking scimitar.
Okay.
You made that, Neil. You didn't have a badass scimitar before you made that.
I know. It's going to make you older again or something.
I'm going to hawk it for so much money. And
Makes
I'm gonna
you older. Okay, good idea.
No, V. No recycling content.
Oh, okay. Oh, makes you younger, so you never existed in the first place. Wonderful.
Boo!
De-exists you.
Mama Greff just loses 20 pounds and looks a lot younger. Doesn't know why. The harrowing experience of raising Greff just erased from world.
Oh no! And Goat Greff never existed. No.
Anyway, yeah. I'm not saying it's a magical scimitar. I'm just saying it looks pretty bad. You won't know until it hits you.
Oh no!
Right.
All right.
Ivoris comes back.
12. Basically, you think 12 seconds from now he will be reaching for his weapon inside his room.
Okay, Ivoris comes back and very quickly relays that. In 12 seconds, he's gonna.
Okay, we need to go cut
send
him off
everyone
right
out
now.
and look for. Okay.
Perfect. Go. Yeah, like this is literally perfect. He sent away his contingency team or whatever you want to call them, and is alone in his room. This is the perfect fucking moment to attack him.
Okay. Rushing as quickly as possible to get where you need to go. You basically get to that hole overlooking the corridor. You all jump down. It's only 10 feet. It's not going to cause you any falling damage. You can see that the constructed door is slightly ajar ahead of you, and you can hear the sounds of movement. You then hear Druid basically saying, "Tell them I'm coming." And then you hear the sound of like movement of stuff inside the room. There are some UNT off to your left. I'm going to make them roll to see if they perceive you. Yes, you jumped down, but there's a lot of chaos going on right now.
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace before we jump?
Absolutely, you can. That just ticks off some of your key points, I believe. So in that case, I won't make them roll. Yep, sure. Go ahead. Okay.
No, it's a
so
concentration spell.
you'll jump down. You can feel like this weird, uncomfortably heavy, dark magic's working upon you all as you, at least Kazz would become aware. You just hear the little chittering of a bunny nearby, and you'll jump down.
Fake animal.
I assume y'all are just going to charge into the room and just like shut it behind you.
Yeah.
Great.
I hate this so much.
This is perfect. We couldn't have asked for a better plan.
I mean, yeah.
I genuinely loved your plan of let's fuck up the gnome by dropping a mountain on him. You may have won my heart over with this plan. It's beautiful.
It's a good plan. Pretty good plan.
It's a good plan. It is a pretty good plan. You'll crash away into this room, and the door kind of like, you can either choose to close it or leave it ajar. That will come back to bite you in the ass, depending on which you choose.
As we close it, I cast silence. Since we don't need Pass Without Trace right now.
No.
No, I don't
you probably
want to,
wouldn't need to.
Huh? Wouldn't?
You probably wouldn't need to.
No, my idea is that like if the door closes with a shut and if he starts screaming or something like, "Come in here!"
A solid point. Okay, in that case, I will, you'll want to tick off the resources you need to cast Pass Without Trace and tick off the resources you need to cast Silence. And again, you all become aware of this little chittering, this little movement of a bunny behind you. And then it melts into the shadows. All of you find yourself in a room which is about, let's say, 25 foot square. I don't know if that's big. Fuck it. 25 foot square room. And you can see that in one corner there is a bed, and it's it's kind of rough. You can see that there is a table in the center of the room with 4 chairs around it. There are a lot of scrolls on there and inks and quills. You can see that there is a set of what looks like dumbbells off to one side, which have very heavy weights. You can see a bar that has been pushed through some of it, and some other things that look like they get used for lifting. There's not really much else inside the room. As you crash your way into it, Pass Without a Trace notwithstanding, you see that Druid kind of turns their head and looks up at you. You can see there's a very shiny, wicked-looking scimitar in their hand. What do y'all want to do now? Druid looks pissed.
Oh, he's not going to look pissed for about 30 seconds from now when he's dead.
Go get him.
Oh, that's fighting talk. All right, in that case, we're going to need some initiative.
So, is there any special way that we have to kill this thing to fulfill Ivoris's warlocky pact to sacrifice this person? Or is this kind of just the action we're doing right now is the thing?
Yeah, essentially. You know that when you've had to do something like this in the past, if it's a combat-based thing, you basically you as a person just need to be open and kind of praying to whichever entity is giving you your power. So long as you maintain like an open link with your deity, you should be fine.
Yeah. I'm going to be casting
like that
with...
should help your transformation.
Well, I'm going to do like no damage. Is there a weapon around I could...
pulled.
Yeah. I've had all my... I do like spell damage now and Yantir resistance, all that.
Yeah. You would still have the short sword. No, wait, you gave that to the Tabaxi, not to the drow.
Yeah, I gave away my rapier.
Do you not have a weapon, Neil?
I am pretty much spellcasty now.
I think that answered your question.
Can you do damage without a weapon, Neil?
Eldritch Blast.
Yes, to things that are not magically resistant for the most part.
Okay,
yes,
I needed to hear that because what you were saying made it sound like, oh, oops, I gave away my weapon and my magic hasn't caught up with me yet, so I'm useless.
I can do minor illusion. I can do light. I can do mage hand.
I can clean all the blood you're bleeding, Greff, with my prestidigitation.
I will add into the mix that you can make improvised weapons out of the things in this room. You could use like the dumbbell weights as an improvised club. Like if you really want a physical weapon, you could of course wrestle it from the Yuan-Ti and get his scimitar instead. Like it's entirely up to you. All right, let's crack out some initiative scores.
By the way, Neil, I will make mention, the Yuan-Ti resistance thing is only for saving throws. Something to keep in mind.
Oh, so my magic does
Eldritch
full
Blast
damage?
would work just fine.
I don't have Eldritch Blast.
They are only, as far as you know, they are only immune to poison.
Ooh.
And I say that for a reason. Let me roll for Druid. Oh, damn.
No, damn.
We're going to get killed.
We're going to kick his ass,
Action economy,
Neil.
yo. Action economy. Unless, of course, it has, lair actions and legendary actions and shit, in which case you are
I would have
fucked.
known that, V, because I looked for them.
What have I done?
You're the worst, Neil.
I tried so hard.
But in the end, you just made him stronger.
In the end, I
You
did,
made him twice as powerful, twice as deadly.
Yep.
This is what happens when you taunt the GM in a world where she doesn't care so much.
I believe we have a really good leg up right now. We've split up the gnome and Druid.
I know, yeah.
Druid
that has helped a massive amount. I'm not saying the gnome may be a little bit more scary than this dude, but the gnome is pretty badass.
I want to know where this gnome came from.
Empty Shallows.
Okay.
No, Discora. Just one of the cult.
What sucks about life is that I have 2 spell slots.
This is entirely your fault.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hit it. So, let's start with initiative. Tawree, what did you get?
I think it was a 19. Yeah, 19.
Kith, what did you get?
18.
Ivoris, what did you get?
22.
Okay, that's not going to work.
The age of all of the characters that are saving the world.
Almost all the characters that are saving the world are 22, yeah. All right, Greff.
I got a 13.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
He heavy. He's still groggy.
Okay, so at the top of the initiative, we have Ivoris, Tawree, we have your drow companion, then Druid, then Kith, and then Greff.
Shit.
All right. I'm going to say he's probably about 15 feet away from you, Ivoris. What do you want to do?
V, the good thing about being able to see the future is I know where his fucking sword is, and I don't have one. So
It's in his hand.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
It's been longer than 12 seconds.
You had to jump down to get in here. You just heard him say it, and he was picking up the sword at the same time. He has his sword.
How do I get that from him?
You could ask him for it. I mean, it's worked before.
I
feel
feeling.
like it's not going to work.
You might be right.
Do the thing. Neil, do the thing. You had a good idea. Do it.
I know, it just takes a spell slot.
Yes, it does. You're a warlock. That's how that works.
I know, but I can also save our lives a lot with these. So, fine. Since he gets buff, and that's scary to me, I'm gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement using one of my 2 spell slots because I'm reading it and it doesn't look like it has to make a saving throw. It looks like it's a 26 to hit, which kind of means that magical resistance doesn't help it avoid that, right?
Yep. For the first bit, it only does half damage. It gets to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of its round, though.
Okay.
And it's concentration.
Yes.
That is
okay.
Pretty solid. And
all right. So this kind of energy passes out through your hands, and it hits him pretty much squarely in the chest. And he looks down like a little bit confused. And as he looks up, you can see that he's not looking at you. He's seeing something else that's kind of terrifying to him, and you could just see that his grip on his sword is not quite as strong as it once was, and he has that kind of hesitation to him. Cool. You hit him with your spell.
I think that's it, because I don't have a lot of bonus actions, I don't think. So
okay,
that's gonna be it. I'm terrified.
You stay 15 feet away from him. Okie dokie. Tawree, it is now your go. You're about 15 feet away from this guy who looks like he maybe not quite as strong as he once was when you first walked into this room.
It's 15 feet
about approximately, one might guess, half.
15 feet at distance I can quickly, easily cover?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I will try and go up to him and start smashing his face or something. What does this guy look like?
Solid answer.
Is this like a dragon, or what is he? Not a dragon.
He's basically like this really big kind of lizard-looking creature. He is covered in scales. He has really big buff arm muscles.
So like a big UNT. Say no more.
Yeah, he's a fucking huge UNT.
Say no more.
He looks a little snake-like in his appearance compared to some of the UNT. That's clearly the pathway that he's gone down.
Yeah.
And he has kind of like yellow flashing eyes and has the little tongue thing going on.
As long as he doesn't start licking his eyes.
He's fine. You can definitely close the distance and be right up in his face.
Yeah, Tawree growls and then dashes over to him and starts punching him.
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead.
14 to hit? Is that? Yeah. Okay.
That does not hit.
No!
You smack him with the wooden spoon and it just seems to bounce off of his ridiculously buff arms.
I tried to hit his hand with the wooden spoon, like the hand holding the sword.
Like you're telling him off.
Put that down! Have the mom.
Alas, that does not hit. I believe you have extra attack because you are a monk, so you can hit him twice as an attack action. So you can do it again.
With a spoon?
Yep.
Okay.
You can basically keep wailing on him with your spoon.
11. Nope.
Alas, that does not hit. Again, just bounces off of his armor.
Oh, no.
Sorry, he's not wearing armor. His scales. He just bounces off his scales. You have a bunch of bonus actions, which also involve punching, or in this case, wooden spooning. I don't want to say spooning because that's definitely a different connotation.
I think I will try to, knowing that my other companions are behind me, probably waiting for their turns, I want to try to, swirl out of the way, behind the guy or, to the side of the guy, so I'm not, in the line of sight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You can smack him twice with a wooden spoon, realize it's not going, and then you can just shift around him just to get a different position on him. You can absolutely do that. You don't need to take any actions. That is just a thing that you can do. with your bonus action, you can just hit him again with your spoon.
Oh, okay.
Or you can use key points and hit him, I think, twice more at your level.
No, I just take one.
Let me just check.
You
Yeah,
have
just
to
one
spend a
extra
key
then.
point.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Your keys is low.
So I can hit him twice? Is that correct?
Yeah, so in total, if you smack him twice with your spoon with your action, as a bonus action, you can hit him again.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, in a round, you
18.
can do 3 without... That one hits.
Damn, 11.
You clearly just needed to shift position.
Get a better angle on his hand. Slap that sword out of his hand. Drop that.
Yeah, as you shift position and you smack him again, he takes 11 bludgeoning damage.
Does he drop the sword?
No. Sorry. Good idea.
You're
but
not supposed
no.
to play with sharp weapons! Oh wait, you cannot hear anything because silence.
Yep. I'm going to say the silence is at the door. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult for our
it's
magic
at a
users to be able
point,
to
okay.
cast. Yeah, so yeah, like it stops most magic users from casting, except meta magic sorcerers and like a few other odd little ones that don't require verbal, but our folks do. So I'm just going to say, for sake of brevity, it's at the door, it's in that little, like the center of it, it's around that area so that our magic users can keep casting.
Okay.
All right, cool. That wraps your go up. You managed to like smack him squarely on like kind of like the hand area where he's holding the sword, and he has now a wooden spoon-shaped bruise that's going to come up if he lives long enough. Okay, then it is now the Drow lady. It's the Drow lady's go.
Can we call her by her name so I can remember it at some point?
Lethera, I'm sorry. I did put the L down there, whatever. Lethera is going to put up the long sword that you have given her, and she is going to rush forwards, and she is going to try and cut him in half. She's not going to be able to.
That's a good
it's not the
plan.
ending.
Holy shit. Wow.
She pulls out the long sword, and she just like, you can hear her, like, She starts off by screaming, but it's in the silence, so you suddenly get like coming out of her mouth, and she kind of runs, jumps up onto the table, and tries to swipe halfway across his gut area. Shit. Which is a good thing that Tawree moved, because otherwise she may be in the line of fire. All right, come on, girl.
I'll admit, gut. Is that a 20?
It's not a crit, but I think she has the thing where she crits on a 19.
Oh, is she a champion fighter?
Wait, does Greff have competition? Stop this. Delete her now.
Yes. Yes, you have competition.
This is not okay. She's going to make Greff look so useless.
Yeah. No, she can't crit on a 19. She isn't that lucky kind of a fighter. But she does do 26 versus his armor class, so fuck yeah.
All right, I don't want anybody to compare Greff to what she's about to do, because she's a Mary Sue insert by the DM. And
I made her up last week because I realized you needed prisoners nearby, okay? Okay, so with her first slash with the sword, she does 11 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
She also looks fabulous.
And then she looks fucking badass. And as part of her stuff, she gets the extra attack. So she's going to try and do it again, but this time she's going to try and like lunge it forward into his chest. It's not quite as impressive. And she misses the second time round.
Oh.
Nope, I guess that's it for her. She doesn't really have much in the way of bonus actions.
Is she one of those cool fighters that does like the disarmy things or the trippy things? Or...
She could do. But she isn't. She's not one of those.
Not a battle master.
oh, battle masters are fun as fuck.
Oh yeah. Continue forth. So she's basically got herself in a position where she is. You're basically ganging up if anyone goes into melee now, thanks to her and Tawree being in place. Okie dokie. It is now Jurid's go. Yeah. He's not too happy with this. He raises his scimitar and he is going to slash at the first one who hit him with a wooden spoon. Because no, don't hit him with a wooden spoon.
Enfeebled?
Yeah, it's only half damage, but he still gets the hit.
Whew.
Okay, his first attack is a 22 versus your armor class.
Yes.
And you take 14 points of slashing damage as he kind of like goes for basically to mimic what you did to him, but with a slashing weapon instead.
Damn.
Wait, does that have?
Yep.
What?
So sorry, that'll be 7 then.
Okay. V scared me there. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Some of us are still only level 7.
Despite what you would expect from someone who is so buff, they are exceptionally quick as they do go for a second attack, just trying to cut at your kind of like midriff area.
Still me?
For a still on you for a 15 versus your armor class.
No.
Okay. He seems unhappy by that. So for his third part of his multi-attack, he's going to try and attack you again.
No.
And this time he's aiming for the thigh area. For a 21 versus your armor class.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you take 5 points of slashing damage. That was halved. That's his actions done. Now he's going to try and save against the spell save DC. What is your spell save DC, my dude?
I believe it's 16, but I might be wrong.
He rolled an 18 on the die.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, it saves.
Yeah, you feel your concentration just being rebuffed, and you see him look up and his yellow eyes are flashing at you. You can see that he's calculating what he's going to be doing next. Does he do the thing this time?
No, that's the last thing. He can't do the thing.
He could.
How mad is he being?
Carry on. In that case, it is now Kith's go.
Okay. Whew. All right.
Is he in his feelings? Is he a bit mad, V?
Just assessing what he wants to do.
Kith is gonna back up into a corner. I don't want to be near this guy.
Oh no.
Smart move.
And then Kith is gonna point a finger at the scary-looking scimitar in his hand. And invoke the magic of the earth, and the blade starts glowing a fiery red as Kith casts heat metal.
Okay, go right ahead.
I thought you were hinting at it earlier.
Yeah. So the sword begins to glow red hot. The creature takes 13 fire damage, and that's just an immediate effect. And until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on subsequent turns. We'll worry about that later. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw, or he drops the weapon.
That's what I was trying to do.
He passes.
All right. So then in that case, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And
Sounds great.
that's my turn.
Okay. Yes, the sword goes very bright red in his hand, and he doesn't seems unhappy by the damage that you have caused him, but he seems to be coldly calculating his next move, despite the fire in his hand.
Don't touch me. Don't touch
Okay,
me.
Greff.
Greff's gonna hit him. Greff's gonna hit him with the sword.
Okay.
But I'm trying. Yeah. It's not complicated. Greff he's charging in there. He probably pushes over shit while he's running into the little space that's left over, and he's just gonna try to hit him as hard as he can with his swords.
Okay.
Now, I don't think there's any way for me to invoke an advantage against this motherfucker.
You would, I know it's not a thing in D&D, but you do have ganging up bonus. You have, a very pissed off looking drow standing next to him, and you do have Tawree as well. So, I would allow it.
To get an advantage?
Yeah.
Then I would like to invoke an advantage and thusly try to hit with my stupid sneak attack thingy.
Sure.
Alright. Does a 25 hit the motherfucker?
Yes, it does.
Well, don't worry too much. I rolled horribly. That is 22 slashing damage as the sword comes tunneling down upon him.
Okay. Yep.
And as a fighter, I have an extra attack, so I'm gonna hit him again with the same sword.
Yep.
19 to hit.
That hits.
That's another 16 slashing damage.
Yep.
And then on the backhand, as I think Greff has some space to work, he's gonna push the Orkin carved, which he's holding in his offhand, and he's gonna try to slice like at its tail area where it might not be paying too much attention.
Okay.
And that's 17 to hit.
That one also hits.
That's a 10 slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Now, I'm assuming this guy's gonna fuck us up soon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open with an action search.
Okay.
And that just means that I'm just gonna move this thing down to there. And then I'm just gonna keep hitting him with my fancy magical sword. That's a 22 to hit.
Yes.
That's 10 damage. There has been a 1 in every single damage roll that I've had so far on one of my dices. It's upsetting.
Oh, I'm real happy by that, yo.
And the other attack is 24 to hit. And that's a 13 damage.
Fucking
Okay.
Christ.
And Greff is spent.
That's
The
71.
drow gives you a look of respect.
I don't think Greff has any time to give a respectful nod back. He's just like, oh god, it's still standing.
It looks minorly unhappy. It's alright.
Yeah.
You would have just
Okay.
killed me.
Yeah.
That sequence would have just killed me.
I am assuming so. I am a fucking fighter. We are like first round monstrosities.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I'm spent. Greff is now here to take blows, and I assume that I have probably aggroed pretty well.
Me too. Aggro achieved.
I end
You know that
my
threat
turn.
table you get in the fucking dungeons? Yep, you definitely hit the fucking top of that.
I end my turn.
All right, top of the round then.
Lair action.
Ivoris. No, their action story is on a 20.
Oh, no.
And as we know, wink, wink, there are no lair actions here.
I
Wink, wink.
checked.
Because Ivoris
Very
didn't see
good.
anything. Wink, wink.
Okay. Ivoris, summoning his book,
Not the
his
book.
Dindar book,
Okay.
casts Firebolt
Okay.
for a 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
That is 9 fire damage.
You're missing a
I
D10.
think it's more than that, yeah.
Okay, it's
It
more.
should be 2d10.
Plus 6.
So 15.
Yes.
Okay.
15 plus, I believe, 5. I'm trying to read this.
For your charisma?
Yes. It's on 1 source of fire damage per turn.
Yeah.
Radiant Soul ability.
Yes. Okay. It seems pretty unhappy as you hit it with this. Yeah, it looks pissed.
And Ivoris is going
Sorry,
to...
no, wait, it can't look pissed. It looks mildly
me.
perturbed.
It looks like it's recalculating its path.
Oh, I am...
Yeah, it's working its
Anger.
new path. This one's alright. He's alright.
Ivoris is going to invoke Dindar by saying, Dindar sends their regards. And that's my turn.
Okay, now their eyes go wide. You see Druid's eyes go wide, and as you kind of invoke your deity, you just hear this kind of gentle laughter in the back of your mind. You feel their presence. The rest of you, not so much, but you for sure, Ivoris. Okay. Is that the end of your go?
Yes, I could do a thing, but I think everyone's okay right now, and I want to save it. So.
Okay. Wise plan. Tawree.
I'm gonna continue drumming on his hand until he drops that fucking sword.
Okay, go right ahead.
21.
That hits.
For 6 damage.
Yep.
And
you smack him good.
Yeah. Does he drop the sword?
Nope.
Damn it! Was sure I had him this time. And I hit him again for 12. Guess that's a no.
That does not hit. As you go to whack him again on the back of the sword hand, he just like lifts his hand up and out of the way and gives you a kind of cold look of like, what the fuck are you doing? This is your plan.
As he has his hand lifted, I hit him here. In this area.
Oh, yeah, underneath the, kind of like in the ribcage area. Yeah, underneath the armpit. Yeah, go for it. That would be your bonus attack.
26 for 10.
Clearly the right place to aim, as you do 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn it.
You don't exactly hear the crack of ribs, but you do get the idea that you pissed him off.
It's just like, ow, that fucking hurt. What the fuck?
It's like being killed by a paper cut. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Greff is like a big ass sword, looks terrified, but you're just like annoying him to death.
I'm waiting for Tawree to pull out the chancla as her secret weapon.
Dindar sends the regards. Dunk, dunk.
The sandal is out.
We send a pissed off mama with a wooden spoon.
That's like
the thing streams are made of.
The Asian mama from Kung Fu Hustle.
No, Cassie.
Oh, Cassie.
He's gonna die of embarrassment more than anything.
Oh, my heart. Okay.
My face.
Okay, all right. It is now Lethera's go. And she is going to, again, just attempt to attack him with the longsword. You've got this, girl.
Get him.
She also has advantage. Okay. Yeah, she definitely hits as you see this sword kind of like plunge into his like chest area. Okay. As she does 8 points of slashing damage. And then she pulls out the longsword again and just attempts to take him like in roughly the same area that the wooden spoon has just been, because probably it might be tender and sore.
He's got a sword!
Yeah, like, ow, this hurts. Shank.
I tenderized him.
Yes, that was clearly the right place. Yeah, you've tenderized it pre-cut as she crits into him. Oh, and she got max damage.
Unlike me.
Unlike you. So she does 25 points of damage. And then she's going to use her action surge just to beat him out again. Like, fuck this. Inspired by Greff's, like, fucking him up ability, she's going to go for
What is a
round
competition now? Fighters competition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can do 3 strikes with a longsword. I can do 3 strikes with a longsword. Except she only has 1 and not 2.
It's fine.
And
suddenly Greff and
She
that drow are
hits.
like Legolas and that dwarf. What's his name?
Oh, Gimli.
Yep. Not quite so brutal, but a still fairly respectable 11 points of slashing damage. Yeah, she's gone pretty hard in on him. She seems happy with what she's done in life. You can see the blood is like dripping off the end of this longsword that she has borrowed. She doesn't look quite 100% comfortable in her habit. She's clearly missing something she's used to when she's fighting, but you know, this is good enough. This thing looks very unhappy. It is bleeding from all sorts of places it didn't know it could bleed from. A slight embarrassment as it has been whacked to death, half death by a wooden spoon. Seems pretty unhappy in its life.
That's a mood.
However, it is now Druid's go. And Greff, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. Wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Greff. I've conditioned you for this.
All right. So I rolled an 11.
Oh,
But
Greff.
I have gained the ability of Indomitable. You can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use the new roll.
Nice.
You did fail.
I am assuming as much because I rolled a 2 or something on my fucking dice. It was really bad. Come on. 27. There
Jesus.
you go. Yeah.
It looks at you and you hear it's kind of whisper something very quietly in your direction, but the words just don't make sense, and you just shake off the need to throw away your magical sword.
Oh, thank God.
Cool.
I need that thing.
Cool.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you do. Okay. You hear it hiss something, and you see the sword that it is holding begin to... Oh, no, it already is on fire and glowing. I think it's supposed to take some sort of check or a save, right?
No. That's only on my turn.
All right, yeah.
I mean, unless he wants to drop his sword, he's welcome to just put it on the ground.
I would totally say the sword does extra fire damage now it's on fire.
It's not on fire, it's just really fucking hot.
That's really fucking hot. Yeah, in that case, it can't do that because it's been affected.
Does have a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
It does. It has, however, used one of its major abilities.
Yep. What do I feel like you're about to say? Yes, but.
Yeah, but no. What's the game? Yes, and it also gets to.
Oh no.
No.
That's the game. No but and yes. Yes and.
I don't like where this is going, V. I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going at all.
It has some things.
No.
I don't know if I should use them right
It
now.
dies.
No, it's not gonna. No.
have to
It doesn't have a I die button or I
Yes,
win button.
and it doesn't.
You see it kind of like reach into holding onto its sword. You see its non-sword hand reach to its waist where it has trousers or whatever the fuck it is, and you see it grab something from something that's been pushed into it, like a dark pin. Who knows what that is? And to hear it begin to whisper and say something, but you hear it as a very low whisper. But it clearly should be saying something much, much, much louder. And you see the kind of dark thing that it has pulled from its trouser area kind of flash momentarily, and that's its go over.
V, everything you just said is one big euphemism.
He flashed us with his trouser area, V.
And it whispered to him.
It reaches for a black onyx pin, the shape of a circle,
Oh
filled
no!
in. As it touches it, it says something very quietly in whispers, but it doesn't come out at full volume as you would expect it to, especially Greff being so close to it. You see it flash in a response. And that's the end of its go. Is that less euphemistic for you? Does this fill you
so
with less
much.
dread or more?
Why does he have a fucking anchor to the goddamn blissful eclipse, motherfucker? Fuck.
Why wouldn't he? He's their fucking commander-in-chief, yo.
Well, we're about to cut the head of the snake, so...
He did abandon
Fuck
a
you.
god for that, so...
Oh, yeah.
Hi, God, it's me.
And that's
How's it going?
gonna-
I'm getting my ass kicked right
All
now.
right.
I think
Okay.
some motherfuckers just blew up our gnome, and now they're stabbing me to death. Please
Can you
send
send help?
backup.
Please, Blissful Eclipse, come help me.
Wait, did he just cast Divine Intervention? Never mind. Go on.
No,
Okay.
but he did use an object
Yeah.
Right.
as his bonus action. Okay.
That's scary, V.
Yeah, it should be. Kith.
Hi. All right.
What do you want to do?
So bonus action, I'm going to invoke the heat metal once again to do 2d8 fire damage.
Okay, yep.
Oh,
Go ahead, roll that.
Jesus. All right, that's max damage, 16 fire damage. And
Okie dokie.
he needs to make a constitution saving throw.
He makes it.
All right. So in that case, then, he once again has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks till the start of my next turn. And then I'm going to throw a ball of fire at him with Produce Flame.
Okay.
Never mind, that's a nat 1.
Oh no!
Failure.
Thanks, Roll20. You know what it was? It's because I got those 2 8s. Roll20 was like,
pretty
nah,
sweet.
you've had enough today.
You've had enough. You've had enough, my friend. You've
Those
had
were
enough.
pretty sweet. And you rolled really good on the mountain dropping.
The what?
Yeah,
The mountain pooping.
dropping the mountain on the gnome.
Oh, yeah.
I was the only one under average. Everybody else was well off.
That's it. I make myself look as small as possible in the corner.
Turned into a mouse.
No, I have to save my shapeshift in case everybody else dies. I need to be able to run away.
Rude.
Yes.
Rude.
That has been Kith's plan the entire time, is if at any point this group is going to shit, they're leaving.
Wow, it's been like that a couple times now, though.
Not, it hasn't gotten to that point.
Okay, Greff.
Greff is just gonna keep following up with more attacks.
Yes, please.
I'm assuming that the creature has an opening that Greff can abuse to use sneak attack.
Yeah, sure.
19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
I'm assuming that at some point when it has to reach for its pocket, it just leaves a really open attack across its stomach or leg area, and Greff just plunges the sword deep into him, and then he's gonna hit him again with an 18 to hit.
That'll show him.
That also
Won't
hits.
flash us anymore.
11 slashing damage,
Stop that.
and then on the backhand, Greff is gonna try to bring the Orkin carved up and close to his face, and that's a 24 to hit, and that's 15 damage.
Woo.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
My bonus action is
Okey-dokey.
going for a third attack.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. You have managed to put some deep old holes into this fucking thing. It's still standing.
I know, but
sucks.
that's all I can do. I already used my action surge.
Ivoris. Sure, go. Actually, hang on. I need to roll for something first. Sorry. Cool. All right, Ivoris. Top of the round.
Fire! Kill it with fire! Oh no, 16 to hit.
Just hit.
For 9 damage plus another d10.
10 damage.
10 damage plus 5. 15.
Okay.
15 fire damage.
Oh, and plus that. Okay. All right.
And that's my go for now.
Yeah, you hit it, and he looks like he is just about holding on. Like, you can see that in his eyes, he is exhausted. You can see there are a lot of bruises and holes and slash marks and burn marks over his entire body. The pin that he reached for, you can see he drops it to the ground as he's just shaking, just trying to hold out for something. Is there anything else you want to do?
Don't think there's anything I can do. That's it.
Okay. As the pin drops to the floor, there is a bright flash. I need all of you to make con saves.
No, I already used my thing. You bastard! You tricked me, V.
I did, yeah.
Constitution.
7.
Oh, wait a minute. I get to use real dice.
Yes, you do. It's a save.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's a good roll.
That's not bad, except for the part where I have a +0, so, 14?
That's a 27 on Greff.
Okay. And Ivoris.
I have advantage on this, right?
Do you?
Because it's magic? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Magical resistance is such a good ability.
It's turning out that way, huh?
I better roll for Lithera.
I rolled a 17.
She got a 22.
Oh, she's gonna one up me.
Maybe. Maybe she's just really good at this. Okay, Greff, Ivoris, and Lithera, you just seem to blink or keep your eyes closed just long enough not to be blinded by this flash of lights. Tawree and Kith, you are blind until you save.
Oh,
boy.
Okay.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Save means we do this
For
every
those
round
of you... Yes.
Okay.
At the end of your round, you get to roll to save from the con.
Okay.
From the blind state. For those of you who can see, what you see happen to Jurid is that he seems to get a foot taller. You see his arms get very wide. You see that the eyes just become so much brighter. Some of the wounds that he has seem to close up and are no longer dripping with blood. He seems to be renewed with something stronger and more powerful. Nah, fuck it, the sword can stay alight, that's fine. Don't take any damage to destroy your con save, so. Yeah, shit's changed, Joe.
Oh no, V.
He held out just long enough for this shit to happen.
Oh no.
Neil.
I was like, please, just do some more damage. Anything? Nope. Well, okay, cool. Good. Excellent. I love it.
What a Thor.
You're holding on to a level 2 spell slot that could have done some goddamn damage.
Okay.
It should be a lot higher than level 2 at this point. Yeah, that's a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah, sorry, I meant second spell slot, not level 2. Just brain fart there. No, and Neil, I had no idea he was going to do that bullshit. Otherwise, I would have invoked you to do some damage last turn. This is not on you. This is on everybody. Everybody in here, shame!
I tried.
Basically, the initiative of whomever is answering his question was a 19, which is why I needed to know what your dexterity was. So it's either going to be 4 or after, depending on your dex. So
that motherfucking cleric is on the other side of that goddamn pin.
He knows where you are now.
Bring it!
If I use my last spell slot, though, I'm limited to my healing a little bit.
I know.
Just
and I have a couple saving options that I might be able to use with that last spell slot.
Tawree, what do you want to do?
So first she's gonna rub her eyes and try to clear her vision, but it's obviously not working. So she's trying to figure out where the fuck the guy is by swinging the wooden spoon roughly in the direction where he was.
Yep. So for you would be attacking with disadvantage.
Okay.
So you can still attack, but you can't see where you're flailing. So it's just at disadvantage.
Yeah. 13.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, no. A 13 fails, I'm afraid. You go to whack him in the general direction that you think he is, and you just miss. It just passes through air.
So I don't even hit him?
Nope.
Well, I'm just gonna do that until I hit something.
I just did it until I hit him.
Just flailing around. Oh, 22.
That one hits. Even with certain changes that he has gone through. Yes, that hits.
11 damage.
You managed to, you're not entirely sure where you thwack him, but you kind of get the idea that it is somewhere maybe roughly in the same region that you hit him underneath the armpit area. You just have that innate feeling. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. That's 11 bludgeoning damage.
Once I know where he is, I try to grab onto a shoulder or something, anything with my hands, so I know where the fuck he is and can smack him knowing where he is, hoping that it's not my companion.
So in theory, what you would actually be doing is a grapple, and you can't, just so that you can get an idea of where he is, but you can't do that because you've already used your action, and a grapple is an action.
Okay.
So you can, again, with your bonus action, attempt to hit him, but next time you can, if you haven't saved, you can definitely attempt to like grapple at him. That is an option.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna flail again. What? Why did this come through twice? 14.
It might have clicked it twice. Sometimes it happens. A 14 to hit, however, does not hit.
Boo.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. So, like third swing round, he dodges out of the way. You're not entirely sure, but you hear movement. Okay. All right. It is now Lethera's go.
Do I make a save again?
Oh, yes. You can make a Constitution saving throw.
3. Oh wait, it was a disadvantage.
It was a disadvantage, which would have made it a 5. Yeah. Okay. All right. That was your go over with then, unless you are still blinded, I'm afraid. Okay, Lethera, who managed to pass without using any fancy trickery, she is going to attack him with her longsword. Boo. Boo. She misses the first one. And with her extra attack, she misses the second one as well. Clearly something about this makes her very unhappy. Oh boy. Okay. That was her go. Druid knocks aside Tawree, flavor text, and basically strides as if they have no care in the world towards where Ivoris is standing. So that means that both of our fighters can get an opportunity attack.
Okay. I really wish I was a sentinel now.
She hits. Just.
That was pathetic. I am upset about this.
So, Greff, your opportunity attack, what does this look like and how much damage do you do?
It's 21 to hit, but I rolled 1 on both my damage dice, so 7.
Oh. Okay. Well, it does hit, so that's good.
Oh shit, the thing may have changed its AC with this spell. Oh boy.
Nah.
No.
All right. It strides towards Ivoris without much of care in the world. You see these two swords go out and try and slash the creature Druid as they make their way towards Ivoris, and you see them land a couple of good hits, but it doesn't even break stride as it lifts its scimitar above its head and slashes down at Ivoris. For 24 versus your armor class.
It has disadvantage.
Oh, that barely makes it.
Ivoris got blinded,
23
right?
versus your armor class.
Oh, that barely makes it.
I tried.
That barely makes it.
I tried, Neil.
Okay. You tried, yeah. For 16 slashing damage. It lifts its weapon again and tries to slash at your throat. For 21 versus... Oh, disadvantage. That was higher. 21 versus your armor class.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I took 16 damage on the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. It slashes across your throat for 25 slashing damage.
Okay. Here's where... Can I eat that many hit points? Oh no,
I don't know, but you do just know, having watched your buddies, that it can attack 3 times in about 6 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, Dendar needs to save my ass right now. So I'm going to use my ability that I can use once.
As a reaction, you can take damage. You can entomb yourself in ice. Okay,
or
yeah.
we can flavor that
bollocks.
to be some
Ice
kind of dream type dream mess.
Yeah, we'll dream it out. Which melts away at the end of your next turn. You gain 10 temporary hit points per warlock level.
So 70.
Which take as much of the triggering damage as possible. Immediately after you take the damage, you gain vulnerability to fire. Your speed is reduced to 0, and you are incapacitated. Okay, these effects include any remaining temporary hit points and all end when the ice melts.
You literally have ice block?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done the mage thing. Okay. Okay, you'll be incapacitated the next time round if I remember, if this makes sense.
Like next turn.
Yeah, but that's fine because it won't have a go before you finish or whatever it is. Okay, cool. Ivoris basically... Have you ever had that strange dream experience where your eyes are half open and you can still see some of your dream? That is very much what is happening to Druid right now. It's as if they can reach out and touch Ivoris, but their hand passes through it. Like, a bit of them doesn't believe that they're truly there. And this is the second time that they've tried to strike Ivoris. Maybe the first time was just a strange illusion as the kind of sword like passes through. So that was going to be 25 damage. So I believe that comes out of your temporary hit points.
Yes. So I'm down to 45. Tim?
Yep. And that disappears at the end of your go, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Completely thrown by this strange turn of events as it tries to like pass the sword through what is clearly just a dream. Maybe this team also has something strange going on, and they lock eyes on the only other person they've seen cast magic. They turn their head and they look at Kith.
I'm not here.
You're in the corner.
Nope, not here.
You're here. Sorry. As you become aware that you are being focused, Druid takes a couple of steps over towards you and lifts their sword up and tries to strike at you.
Guys!
Does a 15 hit your armor class?
That just hits.
Be lucky, the other one I rolled was a 19. Okay.
Hits either way. Oh, wait.
Yep.
Can I do that? Oh, no, it won't matter.
Is this legal?
Musician. No. Because I do have that thing as a changeling, but it doesn't matter because he already has disadvantage.
Yep. Lifts the sword high, and you see them having to like strike down at you, and they try and aim for your area as you take 24 points of slashing damage.
Okay, hey guys. Not looking good.
Not looking good, yo. I believe you also need to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on your heat metal spell.
Yep. That was 24 damage, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to be at 12.
Okay, that's good. Great. 15, we're good.
Nice. Yes. Cool. I just like the idea he's going around with a sword that's burning him, and he's like, nah. I just kind of like it. I believe, yeah, he already took the fire damage for this. Okay. Cool. That was 3 attacks, all empowered. He is now, yep. Okay, that is the end of his go. Kith.
Hi. How's it going?
You have pretty big UNT in your face right now.
Yep. Got a lot of movement. Got a lot of movement issues here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm still blind, too. Shit. Oh, that's a huge problem, then.
Oh, in that case, you didn't see it coming. You just felt something attack you. In that case, that should have been the first roll, which was actually, it wasn't a crit, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
because you would have advantage because you were blinded.
It would have been straight rolls, then, yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter, like, both would hit.
I can only turn into a CR half creature. I need to look at my list. Wild
Do you have
shapes.
bats or something that doesn't get affected by blindness?
I can't fly.
Can't fly.
We're literally 1 level away.
Bat penguin?
Not fly. What? A puffin. They can fly only when they get a puffling. They can only fly when they get like extreme height. So that would work.
No, there are
I don't know what the fuck to do here. I can't even see where I'm going.
I'm going to say that you can sense where this thing is. You know that you backed yourself into a corner. You're in a corner and it's directly in front of you.
You heard the thumping.
The best thing I can do is Kith is going to have to disengage as an action and then run over to where Kino's Greff is, or where they know Greff is.
Yep.
And then bonus action, 3rd level healing word on themselves.
Yeah.
What? What?
Let me just check a thing. That's all.
Oh, he has Sentinel. He disengage doesn't affect him or something.
No, being the ultimate asshole, the creature of your choice you can see within range for healing word. But you know yourself. So yes, you can healing word.
I was going to say
I wanted to check the phrasing on healing word because I was pretty sure it's one of those really ridiculous ones, which is you have to see. It's like, it's a word, as long as they can hear you. So I overruled the text in this.
And I'm also myself. I know me. Me is right here.
Exactly. So, like, the wording of this spell makes no sense to me, so F anyone who brings that up.
So, Kith,
I just think it's also super fucking funny.
Kith heals himself for 16 HP, so I'm not within one-shot range, I hope. But, we'll see. And Kith just, like, scrambles over to Greff and is just, that hurts! Help!
Are we not going to talk about the fact that you rolled 3 4s on 1d4s? Like,
don't worry about it.
That amount of healing with the healing word is unprecedented.
It's great.
I was very lucky.
I was very lucky.
Yeah.
Now save me, please.
Yes.
Imagine every time you wanted to heal yourself, you needed to look into a mirror to see yourself.
Damn.
Like raising your hand. Like, yeah, it's just something about that spell that just annoys them. I remember when I first used healing word, like, why would I have to see someone as a bard? Like, of course, as soon as I can hear, I think that's fine.
All right,
yeah, you managed to regain.
With my eyes closed.
Yeah, you managed to heal 16 points on yourself. Like, your wounds begin to close up, and you just feel that, like, comforting touch of Shantae just around you, letting you know that things are okay.
Things are not okay right now.
At the end of your go, you get to make a saving throw against the blinded state.
Okay, what's the roll again?
Constitution.
Con, please.
Okay, all right, this is probably going to go really badly. Yeah, that's a 3.
You remain unable to see.
I have
you
a +0.
I'm gonna say that you can, like, hear Greff and Lethera just, like, you can hear how annoyed they are that this thing got away from them, because now they have to move. So you know roughly the direction. So you're much closer to them. You're in that area.
God's help!
Yeah.
God's help! Ow! Ow!
Help! Yeah. Owie.
He hits hard. He hits real hard.
Okay. If that's the end of your go, then Kith, Greff.
All right. So this thing is well in the 7, 8, 9 feet category of sizes right now. It was big to begin with, and it grew.
It was pretty big to begin with. I think it was like 8 feet I'd mentioned. So it's like, it's pushing 10 feet.
All right. Like, as Kith manages to dodge and weave out of the way of the creature as he starts running towards him, Greff is just charging at the fucking thing as it fucking dared to ignore him. And the intention is literally to jump. And, like, you know how, like, in movies they jump with, like, little daggers and stab into the big monster? Well, Greff has fucking 2 long swords, and he's gonna plunge those things as deep into that thing he can.
Okay. All right, go for it. Roll them both.
He's yelling, "Witness me!"
Is there any chance I can get a sneak attack out of this, or...?
No.
No. Right.
No, not at all. Nobody is threatening it. Nobody is in range.
It's still a motherfucking crit.
I'm gutted. I am gutted. It's not a.
That would have been a beautiful sneak attack.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, fuck. All right. That sucked. All right. The first crit is 19 plus 8 slashing damage, so that would be 27.
Okay. Yep.
And the other sword, the Orkin carved, I only got 10 to hit, and I'm assuming that fails.
That absolutely fails, yes. There is no way.
So I'm assuming, like, he plunges just the magical sword just straight through him, just, it's in there. And
Yep.
Greff just poises himself, puts his feet on the creature's body, and just the second attack is him just ripping the blade out as like aggressively and awfully as he can.
Okay. Yeah.
That's an 18 to hit,
That only just hits.
14 slashing damage.
Okay.
And Greff is placing himself so that he is between this thing and his friends again.
Meat shield.
Okay. Yeah. That is a fair comment.
And if anybody could see Greff right now, you could see Greff is fucking freaking out. He is going through his mind. He's going over everything he has. He's just like, fuck, already used the explosives. Already used everything I have. That pin is not going to help me. I have nothing. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Just, I've been panickingly going over my character sheet looking for any outs right now, and I can't find one. How bad does this thing look right now?
It looked really good after the flashlight went off. Pretty happy.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
The fire damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's
These are tricky
important,
battles.
actually. Okay, do you mind if I just...
Okay.
Is that okay, V?
Yeah.
Okay, so... 9 fire damage, and has to make a con save.
It makes it.
Okay, he has disadvantage again.
Cool.
All right. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Didn't mean to interrupt. Very important things.
Yes.
No, that's fair. Okay. In that case, it is now Ivoris's go. You find yourself in a very strange... You kind of experience almost exactly the same thing as Jurid did, as you call out to Dendar to just help you. You find yourself in a bit of a waking dream where things aren't entirely solid or entirely real. I believe at the end of your go, you stop being a dream, block of ice, and everything is ended, and it's the end of your go.
What flavor of ice pop is Ivoris?
Dream flavored.
Dreams.
Orange creamsicle.
Yeah, dream flavored.
Yes.
Dreamsicle. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's unfortunately. Yeah, that's it.
It did save you a fair bit, so that's fine. Jurid looks kind of pissed now that you become a little bit more solid. Like, what the fuck? What is going on here? Yeah, he looks pretty unhappy by this. Okay. Does it do a thing? Nope, it doesn't do a thing. Tawree.
He walked away from me, right? He pushed me and then he took a few steps. So
Yeah, favorite text, you felt something push into you and then you heard it walk away. You heard like a couple of cries of pain from two of your companions and you know that it's like off in the corner. You heard Greff screams as it went to like, he went into like go and attack this thing just a little off into the distance. You know that it's not currently next to you.
I think like I have no actions that I can take because I'm blinded. So I think Tawree would try to kind of whisper, Ottrup, are you there?
Yes.
Can you help me? I cannot see anything.
Take a persuasion check.
No, 5. Wait, I'm disadvantaged.
Oh.
7?
I'll check.
It was the first one. It was a 5.
Okay.
He says,
Maybe next time.
No.
It's the best.
Rude.
sorry. Rude.
Well, in that case, I'm going to try and go into the direction where I heard the noises from and try to find the guy with my wooden spoon, like the blind stick.
Yeah, like your touch stick. Yeah, absolutely. You can go with your touching stick, your beating spoon of doom. You did hear Greff, and Greff isn't exactly subtle in his movements. I'm going to say that if you are making your way towards there, you feel a very strong grip on the back of one of your arms as you realize that Lethera is kind of guiding you towards the area. So she will help you get there.
Okay.
But I'm going to say that like that kind of like she had to go back a little bit and get you and you're kind of very unsure. That's basically all your move to get there. And you're not entirely sure you're 100% there. So you just start whacking things with your spoon. So if you want to go for an attack, it's definitely going to be a disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna whisper thanks to Lethara. 17.
That misses, I'm afraid.
But I'm gonna assume because I started talking to Ottrup and then Lethara guided me.
You hear her say, it's like, you bloody claws, go left a bit.
No, well, I'm gonna say, I don't think, like, can I do more? Because some time has already passed now.
Left a bit!
Just keep going,
Okay,
dude.
I'm gonna take another one. 13. No. The other left!
That was right. Yeah.
Can I do another one?
Okay.
Or no?
Yeah, you can, because that would be your bonus
Okay.
action.
Holy shit. Another 13.
Yeah, again, like, you get no real feedback.
I'm useless!
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, but at advantage, as you feel a tiny little nip on the back of your ankles, as you feel Ortob just kind of like
Aw,
biting into you.
oop me.
Booped you.
20!
God damn. Yes. Everything clears from your vision,
finally.
and you can see Druid standing in front of you. You can see like he has a couple of really deep gashes in the back, where like clearly some longswords have found purchase in him. And it's just in time to see Lethera kind of decide that after having getting you to the correct place, that Greff has tried this jump attack. She's also going to try for the same goddamn thing. She might be minorly impressed by Greff as she goes for another attack.
Get your own gimmick.
She's jumping off a table, yo.
Oh.
Give him the chair. The chair. Boom.
Oh, okay, that was shockingly bad. You see that she kind of like runs and jumps off the table, and she lands the long sword into like almost the kind of same groove. It may be because the groove is there from Greff's slash, you don't know, but she doesn't do quite as much damage as she kind of hoped, but it's still enough to make him bleed a little worse. As she lands on her feet, you see her kind of sweep it in an arc as she tries to go for the back of his legs. And misses. Druid, seeing that he is surrounded once again by foes, hasn't quite registered exactly that Ivoris is kind of back properly, just annoyed. Now realizes that there are 3 very pissed off people in his face, including those wielding longswords and that bloody annoying spoon. Druid lifts his scimitar and he slashes down at Greff.
Disadvantage.
Yes, please.
17 versus your armor class.
That just hits.
Whew.
That's on the number.
That's for 19 slashing damage.
All right.
He lifts the scimitar again and he slashes down at Tawree.
Tawree's not here.
Okay, then he slashes down at Greff for an 18 versus your armor class.
Motherfucker. Okay, yeah.
Cassie, you left at the wrong time.
No, she left at it left at the exact right moment for itself.
Oh wait, was that attack at disadvantage as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
For 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And it seems to be on a roll against Greff, so it lifts its sword for a final time and tries to slash down at Greff's throat.
Come on. One roll low.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yep.
19 versus your armor class.
Damn it! Cassie, you motherfucker. I know you have wireless headphones, so you know exactly what you did.
Yes!
For 16 slashing damage.
I hope that was a
I'm so sorry,
16.
Greff. Yeah, 16. Not
Yep,
60. 16.
All right. Yeah, Greff looks bad. He's like not at death's door, but he looks bad.
Okay.
Greff is a constitution monster.
He needs to take that fire damage.
That's on
my turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I have to use a bonus action to trigger it.
Yeah. Okay. Does he have anything cool he could do right now?
He can fuck off and die.
Yeah, but that's like really cliche. So I'm not gonna do it right now. I have seen the error of mine ways, and though pisses off. No.
Thus I die.
He's not gonna do that.
Sorry, Dendar. We cool, bros?
Cool, bro? Yeah, cool. Great. You could try and reason with him.
I'm so mad. One more turn and he'll actually have reached half a minute alive and I will become a liar at the beginning of this fight. I said
He's
something.
so far from dead, dude.
Ah! Don't say that. The rest of my team is like in shambles.
Okay. So that was Druid. It is now Kith.
Hi.
What do you want to do, buddy?
Not die.
Please proceed with this plan.
Alright, so I don't have a whole lot I can do.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm bitter. Very bitter.
Bitter is not an emotion.
Kith is just gonna bonus action do the Bernie damage.
Okay.
What's Bernie got to do with this?
No, not.
He's gonna feel the burn.
So
I need to really send that meme I made of us.
9
We
fire
took Bernie damage.
And he has to make a con
9
save
fire
again.
damage. Makes it.
Alright, so I'm once again asking him to have disadvantage.
Okay.
On attack roll.
That's worked out really well so far, I mean.
So
So that was your bonus. What do you want to do as your action?
yeah, about that.
I think he's pretty fucked because he has a concentration spell and he's blind, so his options are limited.
Yeah, best I can do is just to throw a produce flame at the dude, but at disadvantage. So I'm literally just blindly lobbing a ball of fire at him.
I love it. That's the kind of fight
love
this
it.
has turned into.
That's
Flames going everywhere.
That's all I got. Yeets.
Okay, go right ahead.
19 to hit
Yes!
Wow.
Oh, that hits. Yep.
for a whopping 6 fire damage.
What? No.
Better than nothing. No.
Yeah, 2d8. I got a 1 and a 5.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
cantrip.
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
Yeah, produce flame is only a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing a lot of fire damage.
I'm once
looks,
again asking you to die in a fire.
I do want him to die in a fire.
He looks pretty bloodied at this point, despite all the fiery, singy damage that you're doing to him.
Great. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
I backed
So that
myself
was your
into
bonus
the
in your
opposite
action then.
corner.
All right. As you yeet a fireball flame at him and jump over the wall, I need to do a con saving throw, please.
Please. 15?
Fail.
God damn it. All right.
Jesus. Fuck this cleric. Proxy fighting us through the fucking abomination.
Oh, I haven't rolled to see whether he's managed to do his divine intervention today, but I probably will. Now that you remind me about it. Anyway. Okay. Then I guess that's the end of your go. Greff.
Well, there's 3 of us, so I am assuming that I can sneak in a sneak attack with the sword.
You can now because Tawree can also see now.
Yeah.
And your drow companion has also
Yeah.
stepped in.
No advantage, just sneak attack. Greff is basically just focused on trying to bring this fucking thing down.
Okay.
That's a 24 to hit.
That one hits.
That's pathetic damage, 20 slashing.
That's still pretty good.
And then I am going to hit him again with my sword. That's 13 to hit. That's a fail.
Failure. Yep.
You should heal yourself.
Yeah. Greff is He contemplates this for a very hard second about trying to bring the orc carved in, but instead he steals himself for another whirlwind of attacks, and I'm using second wind to heal myself 9 points. That
Okay. Yeah, it's some healing. Yeah, you just kind of step back and just take a deep breath. And for whatever that calming moment that you take then, like your muscles just kind of like flex and knit together just enough that some of your wounds just stop bleeding through sheer willpower. It's not a lot, I'm afraid. Okay. Top of the round, I have to roll for something. Because we are on round 6, right?
This would be round 5.
On round 5. Okay.
We're on round 5.
Next time then. Yeah.
Why are we rolling?
No, I was rolling at the top of the round to see if something happened, but it doesn't happen on round 5, it happens on round 6.
Oh.
So. It's just a thing.
Oh, it's just a thing.
It might help you, it might not.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
The gnome
okay,
shows
in that
up.
case, Ivoris.
Without a scratch on him.
It's my turn? Oh my goodness. It
Yes.
feels like
What are you gonna
forever. I've been frozen
I know.
for years.
You, however, come to, and you found yourself very solidly in the area by the door. You can see that Greff is bleeding quite profusely,
Greff's-
and normally for Greff has stopped doing something. Yeah, you can see that your other friend Kith is looking a little worse for wear also.
And Tawree? Is that how you say that?
A little unhappy. I don't think you're minorly damaged, massively damaged, are you, Tawree? No.
Okay.
Tawree's pride
So-
got injured more than anything.
I'm going to use my other spell slot because I've looked over my damagey things, and all of my damagey things that are big hitters for using spell slots require them to make a saving throw. So they're going to be quite successful at that. So instead, I'm going to use it to heal Greff with Cure Wounds at 4th level.
God damn.
Is that 4th level?
Yep.
Did I do it?
Yep. So you basically run over and you lay a hand on like Greff's shoulder or his arm, whatever just happens to be flinging at the right time. That moment of peace that you take, Greff, where you just will your muscles to heal themselves. You also feel just like this strange, odd feeling, like all the damage you just took was like a fleeting memory. Like you barely remember how you woke up. Like if you wake up with a dead arm, you don't remember how you did it. It just happened. And yeah, you just feel everything just suddenly change inside you. You gain 22 hit points.
And then as a bonus action, I'm using my Healing Light ability. So I'm going to use 4 of those. I'm giving 4 of those to Kazz. So Kazz gets to roll 4d6.
I should clarify, I don't look that bad.
4d6.
Greff could definitely do with 4d6 if he keeps getting attacked.
I did heal myself, so I'm not nearly as injured as I was prior.
Is Greff still more injured than you after 22 pluses?
On a random scale, I'm still missing 18 hit points.
Okay.
Random scale.
Look, a completely arbitrary scale, say out of like, I don't know, 80 hit points or something.
Then have 4d6s.
Thank you. All right, I actually literally hit my cap with that. Just to the goddamn
Nice.
number.
Exactly 18, exactly what you needed. Motherfucker.
All right. I like this. I like this a lot.
And
Now, if that
that's
guy
my
comes
turn.
after me again, yeah, absolutely, please. Assuming I don't just die in one swing, but you know.
I don't think he can do enough damage unless he crits. And that to crit with you having heat metal on, that would have to be a double crit, and
Yeah.
that doesn't happen often. It's like a 1 in 400.
You know, I prepared.
I have had it happen before, though.
I prepared absorb
Fucking
elements,
tree.
thinking that this guy was going to do something like super bad, and like now I'm just like, wish I had shield. Nope, that's a wizard spell. Fucking take
Okay.
spell initiate just for that shit.
In that case, with your bonus and your action done, do you remove yourself from where Greff is so you're not in melee range? You won't provoke opportunity, but you are like right in it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, I mean, will it help if I'm here with Greff's opportunity stuff?
He'll try to fucking murder you.
Yeah, Greff's good right now.
He'll probably try to murder me.
Mm-hmm.
Is your ice block off cooldown yet?
Oh, not until I rest.
1 minute, right?
you should back the fuck up.
Fucking 1 minute cooldown.
Okay, I'll back up.
Augmentation rules on this. All right, you're backing up a small amount.
My other heals can be done from a distance too. So.
Boo!
I don't
Okay,
actually have any like touch-based things except for curing you guys. So.
Okay, in that case, it's Tawree's turn.
Yes. And I think I'm standing behind the dude, right? I remember...
Yeah, you're basically right there,
Lithara took me somewhere behind him, and I remember you said he looked scratched up from the back. So.
Yeah, he looks pretty fucked up, like Greff jumped on him, like two swords down.
That would do the trick. I think I will try to slam him on the back of his head with my spoon.
Okay, great. So because there are 3 of you in menacing range, you can do that with advantage.
Oh, okay.
No, you actually did it correct. 19 hits, yes.
7 damage.
And you do 7 points of damage. Boop, 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 boop. Oops. And you can do a second attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drum his head until a music comes out. 22.
Also at advantage.
Okay.
Let's try and crit farm.
25, but less damage.
We'll take the 10. It's fine. We'll take the 10. Yeah, you smack him again, like once on the top of the head, and then once like a little bit further down. For a little bit more damage. Yeah. And with your bonus, do you want to attack him again, or do you want to do something else?
How damaged does he look? Like, is he again at like?
He looks pretty. One doesn't like to use the term bloodied, but about bloodied, give or take. So he looks pretty fucked up, but he still has plenty of vitality left in him.
Then I'm not gonna make a difference, and I'm just gonna hit him again with a wooden spoon. Just gonna tenderize to the back of his head for the next attack from Lithara.
I'm gonna get Tawree a special meat tenderizer +1. I just think it's so funny.
You guys are ridiculous.
24. Unless you want advantage again.
That definitely hits. Yeah, it's at advantage. So because there are 3 of you in there, I'm just going to allow advantage. That's fine.
28.
There we go. Crit farm.
Yay.
Okay, so that's 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Nice.
You should stun him.
Okay.
Can I?
It occurred to me, you should stun him.
How do I do that? How can I?
You just use a key point.
Stunning strike, is that it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I already hit my 3rd time, so I guess I can't.
Nope, that's fine.
Yeah, it tacks on.
Yeah, it's just something you can apply to an attack. Like, you've hit it, I'm going to make it stun. You can do that. It just costs a key point to do.
I'll do that.
So I get to roll a saving throw. It's not magic. Well,
and I take a key point off.
Yeah, that's right. It saves.
Boom!
It's got an advantage, and it sounds like it has a pretty high Constitution modifier. The fact that it's made a 15 Constitution roll every turn.
Ooh.
But it's worth a try.
And the ones that I didn't roll twice on, it made the first time, and it made it the second time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. All right. Cool beans. You have definitely fucked it up in a manner. Great. Okay. It is now Lithara's go, and she is going to try and cut its tail off.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Vicious!
Isn't that like its whole body?
Vicious. No. She just hits.
But I tenderized his head.
She does 13 points of damage. As you say that, she kind of looks at the area, and as she's swung down and swinging back up, she just kind of changes the trajectory so she can try and hit it in the back of the head after your suggestion. Oh, I forgot to roll at advantage the first time.
Decapitate him!
It wasn't a crit. Damn it. She hits on the second time. Oh, from exactly the same damage. This thing is looking fucked up, yo.
Yo.
This thing is looking pretty screwed.
I.e., don't give up. You're almost there.
Druid is going to look at Greff. And I want you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, Greff.
You can't do this again.
I can,
Come on,
and
Greff.
I will.
I've conditioned you for this. I believe in you.
All right.
You've not yet fallen for this, except for that one time. And it surprised Ivoris quite a bit. God damn it, you.
That's a 14. I already used my Indomitable.
Failure.
So unless somebody has
She
something
did.
to help me, and I do not have an inspiration saved.
I don't either.
Oh, and it's 8 hours. It suggests that you might want to leave this room and keep heading home.
Well then.
Leave. Go home. And against your better judgment, you find your feet turning and walking away.
Damn it.
So sorry, Greff.
You're not sorry.
cool.
You did it to Greff twice.
Oh,
You're
I'm
not
sorry,
sorry.
no.
No idea how far Greff's home is.
Yeah, he has no idea.
It's gonna take so much longer than 8 hours.
It means in 8 hours' time he'll turn around and take an 8-hour rest and walk back. Okay, so on your go, Greff, you will have to use your move and all that good stuff to leave this fight and
Say
head
hello
home.
to the other Yanti that should be coming back about this time.
Say hello as you pass. Okay, all right, that was his action. As a bonus action, he is going to take a healing
Open
potion.
your eyes.
No!
You see.
It's cheating.
Yeah,
Your eyes are open.
you get the healing potion.
Was that just suggestion like the one you had before?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mega UNT suggestion. It has like super powered like rules around it.
Oh, okay.
So
So it doesn't do if I just
yeah.
hit you in the face.
You would have to hit the UNT. in the
Oh,
face,
okay.
And it fail its Constitution saves.
Yeah. You know, that
okay.
thing that it's been making easily.
Oh.
Okay, so it's taken a healing potion as its bonus action. It is now Kith's turn.
Hi.
I'm sorry, it did motherfucking what?
Yeah. Hit healing potion.
You piece of shit. You absolute piece of shit.
See,
They're 1d4s. Why are you worrying?
Greff is
It had
leaving.
nothing else to do with his bonuses. I forgot I had one as inventory, so I used it.
Bye, Greff. Thanks for the help.
Yep. Sorry.
You aren't aware that Greff has turned yet. You just hear this
Maybe
hissing.
we're
at him.
locked in.
yeah.
Greff will have to try his best to leave, so that includes breaking down the door, I'm afraid.
I don't think the door's locked.
I can't do much else right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna make him take the burning damage.
Cool.
He takes 8 fire damage and has to make the con save.
Takes 8 fire. Okay. Basically negating most of its healing potion.
And then I assume he has to make a concentration.
Yep, minimum of 10. Yep, it's fine.
Okay. And then the constitution saving throw for the fire damage.
Yep, also fine.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on attacks and ability checks, etc. and so forth. And I'm
Yep.
just gonna keep wildly throwing fire at this guy because that's all I can do. Just die!
Just die already!
22 to hit
Okay.
Oh, that hits, yes.
for 7 fire
Damn.
damage.
Even on a disadvantage, that was good. Okay. 178. And then it makes a con save. Yep, it's fine.
Great.
And then you get to make a con save to try and save from blindness.
Hey, 19.
Yes,
Please?
you succeed. The world shifts back into focus.
Oh, thank Christ.
All right,
Greff.
Kith's just gonna.
Greff looks over to what's her name?
Lithara?
Lethera, and he says, "Goodbye." And he drops both his swords, turns around, and starts walking slowly towards the door.
Using your full movement, of course.
You did extra things, such as dropping your sword.
So you make it to the door.
No,
as
the idea is Greff is giving her a better fucking weapon to fuck this thing up.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That happens. You moved your full move action to get to the door. You should also use your action to get through the door. Since it was only 25 feet away, but I'll allow you to drop the swords as like your action. That's fine. Next time maybe a little bit more difficult. Alright, cool beans. Top of the round, I have to roll a d20. Okay, mysterious things are happening on other places. Ivoris. What are you gonna do?
Waste another
Greff is
turn, probably.
Right by you by the door.
I know. If he leaves. Oops.
Oopsie doodle.
If
Lock the door.
I mind control Greff, does that have a chance to overcome, compete with, give him another saving throw? Or
So,
how would
so
that
far
work?
as I know, if we're talking about spells and effects, whichever is the highest level one is the one that will stick and stay. So, whichever is the highest level one will stick and stay. Basically, do you think your mental abilities are stronger than that of the UNT?
I can only do it like once, and it can do it 3 times. So mathematically, no. However, at one point they were. They were.
Yes.
Undoubtedly. And Ivoris doesn't know if any of that is left, so I think he would try anyway. He has no concept of what is changing yet with his mind control abilities. If he's going to be able to hurt people still, he has no idea.
Okay, then link whichever one you are attempting to make, and I will figure out a roll based on that. That's good reasoning. Fuck it, we'll just do a straight dice off.
Okay.
So we'll just do a straight d20 roll.
Uh-oh.
Like, Greff is your buddy. Greff will listen to you more than some random asshole who told him to fuck off. And the guy is being wailed on by a bunch of other people. You have a lot of things going in your favor doing this, and I want to see this succeed because I think it's kind of fun. So we'll just both roll d20s. Whoever gets the highest wins.
Oh, I rolled a 2. Oh, this is going well.
It rolled a 19. You try and suggest something to Greff. You try and tell him anything, and Greff, you hear it, but you can't do anything. There is nothing in your body that is stopping you from going home.
Thanks for trying.
I have no pertinent bonus action-y things, so I think that's it.
Okay. All right then. It is now Tawree's go.
Tawree is gonna. I assume she saw what happened to Greff, that he's just dropped his weapon and walking away.
Greff threw his weapons on the floor and walked away. Like,
so she.
You haven't known Greff that long, but that's not right.
She's gonna try one last time to talk to Ottrup and be like, Ottrup,
Okay.
this guy's he has done the most in this fight so far. If you want any chance to find out what happened with the dragons that you are after, I think we need to get him back. Can you do something?
You feel Ottrup kind of nip at your heels again, And as you look around, you see them disappearing into the shadows.
Is that a no?
It's a yes.
I'm not going to make you roll. That was too heartfelt. That was beautiful. Things are happening, but it'll have to wait for Greff's turn.
Okay. Is that the end of my turn then?
Okay, so what do you want to do now?
No, I'm gonna continue smacking the guy with my wooden spoon.
Okay, yeah, great. Good, glad we established that. Go right ahead.
Normal attack or advantage? I don't remember why I had advantage earlier.
It's just normal. Okay. You had advantage because there were 3 of you menacing this. There's only 2 of you now.
12.
So 12 on the first one would miss, but the second one...
28! Woohoo!
Natural 20! Bow, bow, bow! For 15 bludgeoning damage. Okay, so it takes 15 bludgeoning damage. Where do you hit it for 15 bludgeoning damage?
I'm still standing behind him, so probably in the back of his neck.
Perfect.
He's gonna have a hell of a neck ache. If he makes it through this.
And a crick in the neck, yeah. Okay, and he also needs to make a con save. I think he's going to beat this, though.
A con save?
So when someone is concentrating on a spell, they have to roll a concentration check. Because obviously if they're concentrating on it and you smack them really hard, they're going to get distracted and the spell will drop.
One would hope.
No, he makes it.
Boo!
Okay. And then you have a bonus action, so you can attempt to smack him again.
Can I decide which strike I put the stunning strike thingy on, or like could I have done it on this one?
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So he needs to make another con save, I think. He fails. Oh wait. No, you got even worse. Damn it! I forgot I could roll advantage. Fuck. No, he fails. He's stunned. I think that means he loses concentration automatically, but I will check.
I saw me and Arch both like jump up at this.
He is considered incapacitated, and if you're incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions.
Greff, you feel like you can take control of yourself again.
Yes!
Incapacitated ends concentration.
He didn't make it through the door yet.
He's at the door. Hand on the door. You're fucking there, man. Cool. All right. You still actually have a bonus action. Do you want to hit him again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Get back, my friend. Bam.
That would actually
15.
be at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be advantage because it's incapacitated / stunned.
21.
21 hits.
Whoop! For 7 damage.
Okay. He looks really fucked up now, guys.
Is he? Like, he looks really fucked up?
Let's find out. Really fucked up. As Lethera, unaware that Greff is now able to function and use his weapons, grabs down and picks up Orkencarved because it looks shiny and magical.
With the motion you did, like, just like, with a shrug, I guess.
Yeah, she reaches down and she picks up Orkencarved. She feels the weight of it and she gives it a really hearty swing. Clearly uncomfortable with this sword. She misses the first time round.
Advantage.
She does have advantage.
Yeah, you're right. 26 to hit. All right, yeah, so she definitely thinks she misses, but then she realizes it's not moving and adjusts her swing at the last second. Cough.
She reconsiders.
And she does 14 slashing damage.
She does 10. You're using my brutal attacks.
Your plus 1d4.
Yeah.
All right, then she does less damage.
So he didn't die yet.
Fine. Actually, she does. Oh, she does. She does get that.
She's also...
She's the same as Greff, dude.
Oh, she's the same... Well, how was I supposed to know that? I chose the weirdest fucking unique fighter class I could because I was doing dumb shit.
You made me make an NPC on the fly and then you co-opted her into your group. And I established she was a fighter. I'm like, I'm not doing anything else.
All right, sorry. I didn't realize she was a brutalizer.
I'm being super lazy. I don't need to roll because her character sheet's
Is
it.
that what the fuck it's called? That's terrifying.
It's not brutalizer,
Yep.
but it's something like that. I don't even remember what it's called
Bruiser?
anymore.
She
Yeah.
doesn't get the extra 4 on this one. And then she slashes again with Orkenhar for her thingy attack, and she gets 13 slashing damage. As she takes that second slash upwards, she looks around and sees that Greff has like stopped and turned around and is kind of heading back. She looks confused and she just kicks the longsword back towards Greff. Flavor text is not going to do anything, but she wouldn't do anything otherwise. Okay, it is now Jurid. Jurid, very annoyed that this Tabaxi has annoyed and trumped him with his card of get the fuck out, will turn around and attempt to attack Tawree.
No!
Isn't Druid stunned?
Yes.
Stunned, right. He can't do shit all. Doop.
Alright,
Yep,
just
he
sleeping
literally
at the
can't do
wheel.
anything. He would throw his hands up in despair, but he can't. He is stunned. Alright, that's the end of his go. Greff.
Alright, I'm gonna flavor text what she did more. I want to say that she whips the sword up. You know, she gets her leg underneath
Oh, like
it.
picks it up with her foot?
Yeah.
It's a long sword, dude. It's so heavy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is she like a tiny little twig lady that like couldn't lift a pickaxe to save her life? Or is she the baddest, the most ass, kick-ass character we have?
Most ass kick-ass.
Whatever this was supposed to be is completely dead. Neil, please delete it. Greff runs in.
Edit that. That was bad. Greff runs in.
All right. Okay, so Greff starts running towards the UNT. That now that he sees that, now that he feels that the stupid thing has like worn off, and as she like kicks over the sword, he just like as he's running, he's scooping it up in his hands, and he's channeling the vision that he remembers, the power that he felt when he channeled Calamorn for the first time when he saw him through the scroll.
Right, yeah.
And I am using, for the first time, my power with power we called Calamorn Vision, which is to get 1 to hit and +2 damage.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. This only works when I two-hand longswords, and yeah.
That's correct, yes.
All right. The creature is stunned.
Yep.
Yes, so it's advantage.
Yep.
Enjoy your...
Which means you get sneak attack.
No! 17 to hit.
Oh no, you have +1 now, right?
18 to hit.
That just hits. 17 would have missed.
You're welcome.
Jesus. All right, so that is 27 damage.
Okay.
Please.
Cool, it's still standing.
No!
How bad
And
does
with
this thing
the-
look?
Trip him,
Oh,
That
trip
looks
him!
pretty bad. Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
And with my other attack, 26 to hit. 13
How much damage?
Did you skip my turn?
Yes, you did. You go before me.
Yes. That's right, my B. That's right, he's still not dead,
That's
so
fine.
carry on.
It's fine.
Wonderful. Oh,
Keep doing your stuff.
that's the end of
He
my
can't,
go.
he's only got one sword.
Yeah.
He gave away his other sword like a scrub.
He's still standing after both of those attacks.
Yes, he is. He does look real bad, though.
Really bad?
Like, he's bleeding, like, so many cuts everywhere. You can see the bruises on the back of his neck are just getting bigger and bigger. They're beginning to swell instantly. He looks real rough, yo.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I just want to make this point. V said he looked real bad, yo. 57 damage ago.
Yeah, in comparison to his hit pool, yeah.
Okay.
Like, percentage-wise.
All right.
I mean, if 1% is 200
And
hit
he's
points,
stunned.
like, you know.
He's stunned.
He
He is stunned, yes.
All right. So Kith is going to, now that Kith can see and sees that he
Fire
is
damage.
Yes. Bonus action fire damage. for 9 fire damage.
How does your fire damage kill him?
Oh my god.
He had 3 hit points.
Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't do the thing I was gonna do then.
He had 3 hit points. Like, I was gonna let you have it, but then you reminded me that Kith hadn't had a go. I'm like, fine,
It's
fuck
kind
it.
of funny that we've been thrashing at him this whole time, and then he just dies because his hand got too hot.
All right.
Yes.
So for flavor, I'm gonna give this guy an out of at least somewhat being cool. All right. So he like very jarringly goes and raises the scimitar above his head, trying to get a swing in at somebody. And then the fire damage kicks in and it burns through his hand, and he finally has to let go, and the blade just goes straight down through his head.
Ooh, I like that.
Beautiful. I fucking love this imagery.
Oh, you just see the thumb char through as the weight of the blade breaks away whatever was left there. Oh.
And then the sword just kind of...
And down.
Yeah, great video. Great visual.
We're professional.
We're doing this for 3.5 years, yo.
Visual jokes.
Visual jokes.
V, I want you to know, if that hadn't killed him, I was fully prepared to drop a 4th level wall of fire and just... Like,
obliterate him.
I was getting
and your
fed up.
companions. Yeah. All right.
That hurt.
As this blade drops onto his head, as this final whack takes him out, as it begins to like bury itself into his brain, you all feel the presence of Dendar. Some of you have kind of met Dendar in a dream when you were asked to sign a book. For others of you, it's just this very strange magical presence that feels like electricity crackling all across your skin. It doesn't damage you, but it is that shock that you get if you accidentally touch a live wire. It's just all over your body. Ivoris, you don't feel any of that at all. You feel this strange sense of peace, as if you're dreaming about something horrific, but you know you're in a dream. It's just happening in front of you, but not happening to you. You see Jurid take this blade into their head, and that connection that you have with Dendar is still solid. It's almost as if you can feel and see a presence weaving its way around the room. You see this large, purplish, snake-like creature kind of lift up from under the table and begin to wrap around your friends and weaving in and out of them, and finally spinning around Jurid. You see them resting their head on top of the body as it falls to the ground, and you see them looking at you.
So, are you ready? Or do you want someone different?
Someone different? How do you mean?
There are other people I wish dead, but I will honor our agreement if this is the one that you want to base your changes on.
Oh. But I would still be able to be a tabaxi as well, yes?
Yes, of course.
Are there better options that I am not aware of?
No, not really, but I had kind of hoped that that maybe you got a taste for it. And I can see that you don't. Ugh. Fine. Thank you for bringing me this one.
You're welcome. I did enjoy it, I guess.
I know. I can see you. I can always see you now, and I will always be around to see you. Even when you're sleeping and dreaming, I will always be there. But no matter. Take your change.
Glad that someone is still around to protect you. if you have anything for me to look into, don't let yourself die.
I do not wish for that. None of us gods do.
I don't want to be doing all the dream favors and such.
Oh, I would be bothering you such trivialities. I know your heart wouldn't truly be in it. Accept my blessings and the change you're about to go through. I'll see you in your dreams, Ivoris.
Can't wait.
Tomorrow, you will wake up someone new.
Ivoris is clearly like
And you see their tongue kind of like flick out.
Now that
Yeah,
the
you should
time
be.
has come
You see
for
their-
him to like do all this mess, it's kind of like, uh-oh. Nerves settling in.
Yeah, you see her kind of wrap herself around Druid properly now, and you see her basically open her jaws. You see them dislocate enough that she could take his entire presence into her body, and you see her close and swallow. And the next second, she's gone. You see everything as it was. You see the corpse laying on the ground, beaten to shit by your companions. You see the 3 people that have helped you, 4 people that have helped you to do this, looking unnerved and little like they've been shocked. And the 3 of you plus Lethera, that strange electrical presence, as quickly as you feel it, just goes. And Ivoris looks slightly different, but you don't know what or why. Ivoris, the change that you're about to go through won't happen traditionally as we do here on the game until you wake up next time.
Okay.
And Greff brings the sword over his head and chops off the snake's head.
Okay, fair.
Ivoris wakes up decapitated.
Oh no!
Ivoris feels like a blade across his throat, really pissed off looking like humanoid. Yeah.
If you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna Kith actually goes over and grabs the scimitar out of the skull and is just, I'm actually really proud of that one, so I'm just gonna
Go ahead.
Bollocks.
I think that I think that's the first person I've it's a bad person, right? Bad person. Yeah, okay.
Yes, it was the highest of the UNT. You could not find a worse person.
yeah, okay.
No, sorry, not just the highest of the UNT. The highest of the UNT while worshipping the blissful eclipse.
We need to go.
Well, we kind of have to go into the fords.
We have to find my kids.
Right. That, and they're going to notice that they didn't go.
Greff is going to
They're
look
going to come investigate. We have to leave before they see us. I can't.
Greff is looking around real quick for anything of importance to grab. This thing already had 1 healing potion. He is hoping for something that would help them kick ass later.
Take a perception check or an investigation, please.
All right. Perception. Oh, sorry, that's advantaged. First roll was 11, so 17.
On a 17, as you're kind of looking around and as you realise that where it drew the scimitar from, you can see underneath there is a small box with 2 potions in it. One is very clearly a healing potion. The other, you don't know.
Greff grabs the box, shoves it in his back, points at the table with all the scrolls and shit on it. I'm sure that's important. Let's get going.
Should we go back into the caves that we just came from and try to hide out there and figure out what to do next?
Did
we need
pick
to go
up
to the
all
fort
scrolls?
now before they fortify it up.
Right. And I don't want to face the whatever. I mean, hopefully they did a good job on that bloody gnome, but let's go before it recovers if it does. You said you wanted to check out the scrolls?
Did we pick those up?
That was more
Greff
Greff telling somebody else to gather up as many as they could.
Ivoris will go over and start picking them up. He is kind of trembling. But he's really trying to focus because he's just kind of out of it.
Yeah. The scrolls at first glance don't seem to be anything significant, mostly logistics, but also what looks like orders, like please make X amount of swords or X amount of like hammers. It's basically asking for things to be forged. Like at first glance, that's what you will pick up just by picking them up and like, oh, okay, we'll shove this into a bag.
Ooh, for flavor? Can we say that as Greff is striding towards the door, he kicks at something and he looks down and it's the stupid black pin that the creature was using?
Sure, go right ahead.
Greff picks it up, shoves it in a pocket and keeps going.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Please put that on your character save.
Yeah.
On your character sheet.
Character save. Please.
Please make a character save.
Make a character save.
What's a straight D20?
What's a character
Yeah,
save?
it's a straight D20. You can't add anything to it, and the check is a 22.
Oh, okay.
What happens if I fail?
Death.
Your character
to make a
new
the character
character.
check. They're no longer a character.
You don't save your character.
All right. Yeah, I'm adding it.
Okay. Lethera, she kind of like kicks up the other sword and tosses it at Greff on the way out the door. Hey, so a little bit tired, not gonna lie, but that was one of the most fun fights I've had in a really long time. Oh, it felt so good to finally just like caught that motherfucker down. Oh, I'm really glad also that it helped, what's his name, the Tabaxi UNT guy? Ivoris. Aye, that's the one. So I hope that he gets what he's looking for, at least. Still a little bit terrified of him. And the other one. And the Tabaxi lady, she seemed quite nice. And I mean, there's Greff. I mean, he's all right. I'm not saying I like him or anything. He's just, strong. And he gave me a sort of, it's a really nice sword. It's really good. I kind of want to keep it, but I don't think he's going to let me. Anyway, so I just want to say thanks for helping us, I guess, and listening and sending advice and such like. So thank you so much for chatting with us and listening to this episode. Look, I'm putting together a little group once these guys are done, and presuming I'm not dead by the time we finish with the forge. We're just gonna get together and figure out how we're gonna fight the bigger fight, whatever the hell it is that's really going on here. And we could meet together on a message board. I'll leave some information up on something called a website. It's theluckydie.com. So that should probably be it. Just thank you again for bearing with us. And well, if you see Greff about in your travels, just say Lethera said hi. Bye.